Yeah, I don't judge my mom, though, you know? She did the best she could. She raised us, you know? She didn't have a lot of money. My mom would take us shopping. She would always buy the shittiest crackers. The worst. She would buy us these saltine crackers with no salt on them. Like they were saltless saltine crackers. And you could tell they actually made them saltines and then used a credit card and scraped off the salt. And I would say to my mom, why do you buy those? They're disgusting. And she said, well, then you won't eat them and they'll last longer. If I buy the good crackers, they'll be gone in 3 days. But the bad ones last for weeks. What the fuck kind of way is that to raise a kid? Just give them wood chips and... It's tough, man. It's hard being a parent. It's really complicated having kids. So shut up. Don't do it. You're boring. My kids, my daughter just figured out lying. And that's an interesting thing. It's an interesting place to be. She's figured out how to lie. My 9-year-old, 10-year-old, doesn't matter. Really doesn't. It really doesn't. I look at her face, I don't give a shit what age she is. She's that. When she lies, I know she's lying, because all kids suck at lying. But I don't really know what to do about it, to be honest with you. Because I want her to be an honest child, but I also want her to have a good life. And I get lying. I get it. I do it all the time. And I have since I was her age, so I totally get it. When she lies, it's because she's in trouble. That's why kids lie. Little kids, little 9-year-old kids, they don't lie because of some weird Machiavellian, you know. Do you know what my teacher said about you? It's interesting. Like, she's not trying to start some shit. Kids lie because they're in trouble. Because trouble is too much for a kid. Kids can't take trouble. We're grown-ups. When we're in trouble, we just go, oh, sorry. Oh, am I in trouble now? Whoops. But for a little 9-year-old kid, trouble is like a monster. Just, did you take the chocolate? Did you take it? No.
Well, all right then, have a nice day.
How do you then tell her, yeah, don't apply that perfect method ever again to terrifying moments of your life? Mark Twain once said, a man who always tells the truth doesn't have to remember what he said. Mark Twain said that. That's pretty cool. But Mark Twain also said, there once was a big black guy named Nigger Jim. So I don't know if 100% of the things Mark Twain said were perfectly awesome. I mean, seriously, Mark, you couldn't come up with a better name than Nigger Jim? Well, it's got a nice ring to it. Yeah, but it's kind of on the nose, ain't it?
But I'm really glad you're here. This is a sizable crowd. This is a big place. There's about 2,500 people here. And that's a lot of people. That's enough people to be like a sample of the population. 2,500 people is enough people that you're all going to experience a lot. There's enough people here to say that within 2 months, at least one of you will die. I'm just saying, I think it's probably accurate to say that out of any random group of 2,500 people, not all of you are going to make it to Christmas. Unfortunately, there's going to be at least one of you here tonight is going to ruin your family's Christmas by dying a shitty death. And I don't know who it is, I'm sorry. I don't know, your death is whatever. Some people, they want you to do things when they die with their, like, I want you to take my ashes and sprinkle. Fuck you, I'm not doing none of that shit. You're dead. I'm not gonna run errands for you after you're dead. You don't matter anymore. Some people try to do something, noble with their bodies. They try to have their bodies have some use after they're dead, which I think is a good thought. You're only borrowing your body. You're only borrowing everything. If your body's worth anything when you're done with it, you should pass it on. That's something I really believe. I mean, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to. Ew, it's mine. I have a lot of beliefs, and I live by none of them. That's just the way I am. They're just my beliefs. I just like believing them. I like that part. They're my little believies. They make me feel good about who I am. But if they get in the way of a thing I want, or I want to jack off or something, I fucking do that. But some people take their body. My grandmother, she, just for the layman, my grandmother, she gave her body to a medical school, so for it to just be examined and dissected, which is a good thought for that. But they're her survivors, or her family. That was a person. That was my grandmother. She used to wear glasses and say things. And now she's just shaved head on a metal table with a hungover medical student trying to dig out her pancreas, and he gets an F. Imagine being the body where the kid got an F on you. The teacher's like, "No, you idiot." And he writes F on her tit with a Sharpie and just throws her down a chute on a pile of F body. So, I don't care about her. Shut up, idiot. Just shut your fucking mouth. Did you hear me before? Okay, so what am I gonna do with my body? I'm gonna die, and I gotta tell people what to do with my remains. And I have an idea for something to do with my body, or for other people to do with it, that will do good in the world. And it doesn't exist yet as like an institution, but I'm gonna create it, starting with my body. And what it is, it's a place where you can go and be with a dead body, and you just do whatever you want. And the point of this is that there are people out there who have sexual compulsions and they can't control them, and so they go and they bother alive people. And this, you get it out of your system. This is the deal. You go in the room, there's nobody else with you, you got 90 minutes, you just do whatever you want. Whatever it is. Shit in my mouth, you want to stick my toe in your pussy, piss on my face, whatever is the thing you got to do. Jack off with the cartilage of my ear, whatever is your heart's desire. I want to be the Willy Wonka for perverts. You can come on my back and pretend that I'm your father. I am dead, I don't mind. I was in upstate New York in a small town, and I was standing in front of a drugstore. And in the window of the drugstore, they had a wheelchair on display in the window. Is that really an impulse purchase? I should get a wheelchair. That would really help with my paralysis. Then I wouldn't have to drag myself everywhere I go, like I've been doing for 10 years since my legs were blown off at the marathon. Okay. Bunch of fucking hypocrites, apparently. Because, let me point some out to you. Let me point some out to you, motherfuckers. You were just, like, seconds ago, laughing at a man with no legs crawling on the ground. You're just... And then at the end, you're like, oh, but not those particular legless people. No.
We thought you meant just some asshole with a childhood disease who deserves to be laughed at. Not one of those. Now we're laughing at all legless people equally. However you lost your legs. Ha ha ha. You haven't legs. And we've legs. I have legs. I have 2 legs. 2 fucking legs. That's the maximum amount. I fucking love having 2 legs. I fucking love it. I wouldn't like having no legs. I really don't think I would like it. I think it would suck. I think it would suck shit out of the balls of Christ. It's an old Southern expression. It's not used like it used to be. I think 2 legs is better than none. That's what I think. That's just my opinion. It's not popular. You're not supposed to say that because you're supposed to always be very positive about disabled people. But I think that puts pressure on them to be positive. What if they don't want to be? Because the only story we want to hear is about the amazing disabled people. He's amazing. He lost his legs and then he won the leg-having contest. What about disabled people who aren't amazing? Who are just ordinary with a sweatshirt and some potato chips, and he's going, fuck, I wish I had legs. No, this is better. This is better with no legs. Why is it better? Because you can do anything now. I can do 4 things. Fuck off. I just don't know that our positive, non-disabled attitude really helps. Like retarded people. We're going to talk about retarded people for 20 minutes. That's what's going to happen. We're going to discuss retarded people for 20 minutes. It's not okay to never speak of them. No, we're going to talk about them. First of all, I want to talk about the word retarded, okay? Because the word retarded, it's a bad word. Now, people do not like the word retarded. They find it very offensive. Now, I'm a little confused by this because it wasn't always a bad word. And I grew up in the 70s and it wasn't bad back then. And most bad words were always bad. You know, cunt never had a day in the sun. There was never a time where the Santa Claus at the mall was like, come here, you little cunt, tell me what you want for Christmas. And then in the 90s, we're like, let's lay off a cunt a little bit there, gang. No, we used the word retarded in the 70s. We used it to identify people who were retarded. It wasn't controversial. It wasn't like he's retarded. It was like he is retarded. This fellow right here is retarded, right? I told you, yes, you're still retarded. He is retarded, everyone. And I grew up in Boston. We didn't say retarded in Boston. We said retarded. He's retarded. God bless him, he's fucking retarded. That's the way we used it. With love. Help the retarded. That's what people said in the 70s. Help the retarded. There was a lady outside the supermarket near my house every Christmas with a bell. She was like, help the retarded. Help the fucking retarded. You gonna tell me she was a bad person? She was helping the retarded. And I feel like we had more of them around back then. I haven't seen one in years. In the 70s, there was a retarded guy in a windbreaker on every street corner. We were using the word and they were more in our lives. I swear to God, they were more. They were in our culture. There was TV movies about retarded people all the time. Tonight on ABC, a retarded boy's dream. There was one, I remember with Sean Cassidy. I don't know if you remember Sean Cassidy. Some of you too young. But Sean Cassidy, he began his career as a teen pop idol. He was a 13-year-old boy with a very hit song called Da Do Run Run. And he had feathered blonde hair and juicy lips. And he's on the cover of Teen Beat magazine. And everybody liked Sean Cassidy because he was sexy. He's a sexy boy. I thought he was sexy. I thought he was really sexy. I was 6 years old. But I already had inappropriate sex feelings for teenage boys when I was 6. I was an old soul. I was a pedophile when I was 6. I used to go up to teenage boys when I was 6, like, hey, how's it going? That kid's weird, he's got a boner. Anyway. Not anymore, I outgrew it, but no. I'm not sexually attracted to teenage boys. I'm not. But I don't not get it. I mean, I get it. I'm not like, what? Like, you can see it. Like, I was at an airport once, and I'm walking along where people walk in the airport, and there's these chairs facing the aisle, and there's this family sitting there, a mom and a dad and 2 teenage boys, and they're like just both sitting with their phones with their legs. They're wearing like these shorts. One had cut-off shorts, and one had basketball shorts. And they both just had their legs open because they don't give a fuck. Both legs just splayed, and then just smooth, you know, just very. And I saw it. It didn't do anything to me. But I kind of wanted to stop and go, hey, fellas, let's close that shit up, huh? You're not getting me, but I know you're causing a problem for somebody in this airport. Let's close it up. I did not say that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Anyway, let's return to the comfortable subject of retarded people, shall we? So Sean Cassidy. Sean Cassidy was a teen singer who then grew up. He was about 18. Now he was, old and gross. Nobody wanted to fuck him. So he started to act. And he had a movie on TV called Normal People, where he played a retarded man who wants to live a normal life. It was very inspiring, actually. And at one point, he didn't do like a big retarded character. He wore thick glasses. He talked like Elmer Fudd. That was the whole thing. So he goes up to the guy who runs the group home he lives in, and he says, I want to get a job. And the guys who runs it is like, Republican conservative. So he's like, you can't get a job. You're retarded, But then there's a liberal lady who works there, and she says, of course he can get a job. He's as good as anyone. So they let him get a job as an air traffic controller, whatever was available. And then he meets a woman who's also retarded who lives at the group home. He falls in love with her. It's a very nice love story. And he says, we want to get married. And the guy says, she said, but they're in love. So they get married. And then one day he says, we want to have a baby. And the liberal lady says, no fucking way. And they just shut them down right there. And that's the end of the movie. I swear to God, that's just how it ends. And the point of the movie is just, hey, there's a limit. Like, that's, I guess, what the point of it was. And that's pretty intense. But hey, retarded people were on television. We were talking about it. We were dealing with it. And they said the word retarded about 50,000 times in the movie. Now we don't say the word, and I don't see them anywhere. I guess that's my problem with it. And also, the word is not basically a bad word. It's a medical term. But it became a bad word because it's used as an insult, really. Not towards retarded people. Nobody does that. Nobody calls retarded people retarded to insult them. What would be the point of that? It would be like going up to a chair and saying, you're a fucking chair. Like, what are you doing? No. People use it on their friends. Like, you're at a bar, your friend's like, I don't have any more money for beer. And you're like, you're fucking retarded. Do you know that? And in that moment, no one retarded is insulted. They're not. Do you know why? Because they're not there. Because we don't include them in our lives. They're not at the bar. How many of you have a retarded drinking buddy that you hang out with? No, you take them to the zoo when they're little and then fuck them.
This is what I find confusing about this thing, is that we told many generations of people that they are retarded. We told them that that's what they are, and they lived with it, and they dealt with it. And then we just decided it's a bad word. So did we tell them this? Did we go back to them and explain this to them? Listen, Nelson, I have something to tell you. You're not retarded anymore. You mean I'm cured? No. No. No, we're not even working on it. I don't know, when guys come, they like to talk about it. We like to tell you. I remember one time I was with this woman, and we were having sex for the first time. It was our first time together. It was also our last time, but I didn't know at the time that it was going to be our last time. You don't know it's going to be your last time till some time goes by, and you're like, yeah, I guess that was it. It's rare that you know while you're doing it. And she's like, I'm not doing this again. Like, while you're fucking. Just so you know, this is definitely the last time. I completely regret this fuck right now. That's a bad kind of a fuck. The kind that turns into a rape halfway through. Anyway, I was with this woman. We're having sex, and I was gonna come, and I felt like talking about it. But it was our first time together, so I was a little hesitant. You know, when you're with somebody a bunch of times and you're in love, then you just go, ah, baby, I gotta fucking come! Ah, shit! Oh, I gotta fucking, ah! Just let it out. But I didn't really know her, so I was like, I'm probably gonna, it's probably gonna come. I just feel like it's coming. It's most likely. She's like, what? What? No, I just think I probably coming, gonna. Okay, I get it. Go ahead. Because I'm back there. Just, that's why she's got to. I'm back there. I'm always back there. So they don't see me crying. I get a little paranoid having sex with a woman from behind because you don't know what's really going on. Can't see her face. I don't know how she completely feels. The whole time she might be like, I'll tell you this story about one time that I thought I was going to die. I think it's the only time where I thought, why wouldn't this be when I die? I was on a plane. I've been on a lot of planes and a lot of shitty weather and stuff, but this shit was fucked up. I was in Indianapolis on a plane waiting to take off, and we're sitting there, and the pilot comes on, and he says, hi, folks, the fuel gauge is broken, so we're waiting for maintenance. So we wait. About 20 minutes. Then he comes back on. Folks, the fuel gauge is still broken, but we're going to go anyway. We know how much fuel we have, and we feel confident it'll be okay, so we're going to go. And I'm thinking, okay, well, he's a pilot. I'm sure he's going by some manual that says, you know, if the fuel gauge breaks, call maintenance. If they're not there in 20 minutes, fuck it. Fuel gauges are overrated. Just go. You're fine. Just top it off and remember what happened. So then we still don't take off. And the guy comes back on. Folks, we have another problem. LaGuardia Airport in New York won't give us clearance to take off because the weather's been bad there intermittently. So we're going to wait for that. So we wait 20 minutes. Then he comes back on. Folks, LaGuardia still hasn't given us clearance. But we're going to go anyway.
We're looking at the radar. We think the weather will be fine. So what we're going to do is say that our destination is Philadelphia. We'll get clearance to go there. Halfway to Philadelphia, we'll switch course to LaGuardia Airport. We'll be there in a few minutes. I swear to God, he said this. First of all, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be honest with the dude in the tower. Like, does the dude in the tower have to go, really? You're going to come on? Tell me where you're going. And why is he telling us this shit? Am I going to have to corroborate this lie if we get pulled over by the sky police at some point in the flight? Oh, no, we're totally going to Philly. I got a brother there, and we got a thing in Philly. But I'm still fine with it because we're travelers on the plane. Yeah, I got a thing. Fuck it. I'm immortal. Just go, please. Yes. Go into marginal weather with shoddy equipment secretly. I totally support this plan. So, we take off. We get above where we are right now. And it's just a black motherfucker of a cloud. It's just like the Wizard of Oz. It's just, there's trees throwing apples at us. It's crazy. It's just horrible. And we're the whole flight, and we're making these circles. And me and the guy next to me are both listening to the tower. You know how you can plug into your seat sometimes? And you can listen to the tower talk to the area airplanes. And we keep hearing our guy trying to get clearance to land from LaGuardia.
This is Delta 288 requesting clearance to land. It's a negative 288. Low visibility.
A few minutes go by.
This is Delta 288. We would really like clearance to land. Yeah, that's a negative 288.
Like he was getting annoyed. And meanwhile, we're just circling and burning this vague amount of fuel. We could just stop being an airplane at any second. And then we hear this. This is all true. The LaGuardia guy comes.
It's LaGuardia Airport to all area airplanes. We are closed for the night. Zero visibility. Not safe for landing. Please divert to Philadelphia or Allentown, Pennsylvania, or Boston.
And then we hear our guy.
This is Delta 20. We need to land now. We have no fuel. We have no fuel. We have to land right now.
Interesting. Then there's a pause, and then we hear this.
Well, then clear to land, then 280. That's how he said it. Like, dude, no one can see, okay? But just, I guess all the dumb decisions you made today have made this a good one. Just take a shot. I'm going home. Just fucking turn the lights off after you crash. I don't give a shit, frankly. By the way, you're not supposed to be here, you fucking liar. You said you were going to Philly.
So as soon as we get clearance, we just like we start bulleting. We're either flying desperately towards the ground or falling. I don't know that there's a difference. We come out of the clouds and there's the fucking Earth right fucking there. It's right there. That's what low visibility means. We come out of the clouds, no fuck, it's right there, Jesus! And the plane just, and you can feel the plane go, oh fuck, I can't do that. What are you, nuts? And we go and veer over the highway, and I swear to God, I saw people in their cars go, what the fuck? And we hit the runway like sideways, like poof. And the pilot comes back on, all true, I swear to God. He's totally out of breath. He's like,
Welcome to LaGuardia Airport, New York City. You may turn on your cell phones now, and you may call your loved ones. He said that. He said you may call your loved ones. And everybody on the plane was crying and rocking back and forth, just sobbing, calling their husbands and their wives. I'm divorced. What am I going to hi? Remember you hate me? Well, I almost died. And I got in a cab, and the cab driver goes, "That was a very bad landing." I was like, "How'd you know that was me?" He's like, "That's the only plane to land in 4 hours." We all watched the drivers. We said they're going to die. You know, it's a lot of work having kids, especially now, as opposed to the past. Because in the past, you just had your kids and they just did their thing and you did your thing. That's what it was like for me. I'm amazed at that now. Because I have a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old. My oldest daughter is 8 years old. And when I was 8, my mother, she would go to work and I'd go to school. We were like roommates. There was no... She'd just go, "See you later. Maybe I'll have a child when I get home from work. I don't know." I would go to school and then I would just wander around town. And I would do weird shit. I used to go to the store and steal tampons. I got in this weird thing where I stole tampons every day. And I never got caught. I mean, the guy probably saw me, but he's like, "I'm not confronting the kid who steals tampons." I did a lot of weird shit when I was a kid. I showed my penis to a girl with Down syndrome that lived down the street. I did that. Go ahead and judge me. I was 9. I mean, I'm still the guy who did it, but I was a kid. I just really wanted a girl to look at my penis. I wanted to have that moment. And I was too afraid to ask any girls that didn't have Down syndrome. Basically, was because girls in my town scared me. They smoked parliaments and had feathered hair and leather jacket. You fucking queer! They were tough. But she was approachable. I met her behind Kentucky Fried Chicken by a dumpster, and she was just nice. It's a true story. And I asked her, I didn't just go, "Hey, look at my fucking dick." I asked her, "Can I show you my penis?" And she's like, "Fine." And I took it out, and we're both standing there, and she's looking at me like, "Dude, what, you think you're the first person to do this? I've seen every dick in this town. Just put it away." That's what it was like when I was a kid. I mean, not for everybody, not every single. Oh, sure, we all showed our dicks to fucking people.
I mean, everything that we introduce to the world is shitty. Meaning white people. Because I really think that white people are from like another planet. Because when we came to America, it was so nice. It was just Indians, and they weren't even Indians. We called them that by accident, and we still call them that. Like we knew in a month that it wasn't Indians, but we just don't give a shit. We never correct it. We came here, they're like, "Hi," and we're like, "Hey, you're Indians, right?" And they're like, "No." "No, this is India, right?" "No, it's not, it's totally other place." "You're not Indians?" "No." "Ah, you're Indians." You're Indians for hundreds of years after. We ruined everything here. This was it was just coast to coast, just green and brown and beautiful. And all the humans were just walking around with painted faces, just walking. And they'd be like, "Ooh, that looks yummy." And then they just eat from the ground. And then they'd sleep on the grass. And they'd wake up and they'd fuck. And then they'd go for a swim and do a little dance. That was the whole continent, was just folks doing that. I mean, there was people in Mexico cutting off kids' heads and rolling them down the pyramid stairs. But that's always going on. What are you gonna, you can't do a whole lot about that. But I think we came from another planet, and the reason is because we don't like it here. I mean, why, if we're from here, if we belong on Earth, why aren't we comfortable on Earth at all? We need nice, smooth surfaces and right angles, and we need it to be cool and not too hot, just a little, that's just perfect. Like, why wouldn't, when it's hot, why wouldn't we just, yeah, fuck it? Why wouldn't we be like that if we belong here? And it's weird because people that aren't, whatever you call there's environmentalists, and then there's people who are whatever, they just hate environmentalists. But that's what people get angry at environmentalists because they think they're slowing down the economy and creating restrictions. And a lot of these people are Christian. A lot of these people are very devout Christians. And that's such a confusing thing to me, that if you believe that God gave you the earth, that God created the earth for you, why would you not have to look after it? Why would you not think that when he came back, he wouldn't go, what the fuck did you do? I gave this to you, motherfucker. Are you crazy? The polar bears are brown. What did you do to the polar bears? Did you shit all over every polar bear? Who did this? Who spilled this shit? Who spilled this? Come over, did you fucking spill this? What is that? It's oil, it's just some oil. I didn't mean to spill. Well, why did you take it out of the fucking ground? Because I wanted to go faster. I'm not fast enough. And I was cold. What the fuck do you mean cold? I gave you everything you needed, you piece of shit. Well, because jobs. What is a job? Explain to me, what's a fucking job? You work at a place and when people call when their game doesn't work and you help them figure it out. What do you do that for? For money. What do you need money for? Food. Just eat the shit on the floor. I left shit all over the floor. Fucking corn and wheat and shit. Grab it up, make some bread. What are you doing? Yeah, but it doesn't have like bacon around it, and like I like when it has like bacon on it and I watched somebody do that the other day after a meal. They went, oh, it was just mwah, mwah. And I started wondering, what does that mean? What does that signify? Mwah. I think what it means is that you ate something so delicious that you then kissed somebody on the asshole and their asshole exploded. That's some good eating. That's a nice sauce. Is that good? Yeah, let me show you. Shit! Let me have some of that. That just destroyed my anus.
I love animals, I do. I do. We have a weird relationship to animals. We name them and we play with them and we kill them and we eat them and we stuff them and we draw them. I have a dog. I love my dog, but I don't know my dog. We've never had a conversation, not one time. I talk and she just hears She looks at me and I'm like, yes. She's like, what? You don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. Fuck you. I don't know this bitch. I have no idea what she's thinking. I really wish I did. I wish I knew what she was thinking. It's my biggest wish maybe in life is that I knew, because I know she has thoughts. I know she does. There's no way she's just like, dog. There's stuff going on in here. I've seen it. You ever watch your dog make a decision? You ever watch your dog just walk in the room and then look around like... Yeah, I'm gonna go over here. Why? Please tell me why. I think my dog thinks I'm insane. because I look at my life through her eyes. Like, I'll watch TV for 4 hours. And from my dog's point of view, I'm just sitting there. Why the fuck is he laughing? What happened? My dog is my life now because my kids are growing up. My kids are in college and they're all, I'm an empty nester. That's what you call it when your kids are gone. Because they grew up, not if they're dead. It's not used that way. My daughter died of leukemia. Hey, you're an empty nester. I miss it. I miss having little kids. I think about it all the time. I think about it maybe adopting, I could adopt a baby from a third world country. That's a good thing to do, because you can just leave them outside. You don't have to... It's interesting. We've been adopting babies from other countries in America for a long time. Other countries do it too, but I live here, so I'll talk about that. But it's an interesting thing. It's not a biological imperative to go get a baby from thousands of miles away, but we've been doing that in large numbers here for a long time. And not always for the same reasons. There's been different reasons why we've done it. In the early, like in the 70s when I grew up, sometimes you meet a couple who had an African baby that they brought because they're those kind of, these kinds of people, the kind of couples that hold hands when they announce things. Those kind of people? They gather their friends and they're like, we've decided. Those... They have a farm table with a clay pot of honey on it. And their apple juice is cloudy. You know what I'm talking about? Those are the kind of people that make a trip to Zimbabwe and get a baby and name him Kevin and send him to Boston College, whatever. That was like the 70s and 80s. Then in the 90s, it became very popular with gay couples started to adopt babies from China because they want to have a baby, but they can't. They both have dicks. I don't know if you know that. Did you know that? Gay couples have 2 dicks. So they can't make a baby. You can try. You can just really fucking... You could try to come into one dick with the other. Like, if you line up the dick holes, and you can come and the sperm goes up this dick and down that one. And then the sperm gets to the balls and they're like, wait, what the fuck? Did we turn around? Because we're in the balls again. Whose balls are these? These aren't even his balls. Oh, he's gay. Fuck. All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's just swim around till we're dead. It's just the way it is. You're not gonna... A baby will never come out of a penis. It's good. It's a good thing. Because it's hard for women. Imagine pushing a whole baby out of your penis dick hole. Even just a hand. Yeah. Anyway, so that's why gay couples adopt. That's why. And often from China, because they make a lot of stuff there. So that was that. That was the gay couples were adopting Chinese babies because they couldn't have babies, and then a lot of other couples started doing it more around the turn of the century. I used to live in Hollywood, which is a pretty awful place, and everybody there gets Chinese babies. It's very popular. They go and it's not because they can't have babies, and it's not because they're trying to help somebody from far away. It's because they're just busy. They're busy. They want to have a baby, but they don't want to have a baby. You know what I mean? That thing where you can't have your baby and eat it too, or whatever. I don't know how that works. They don't want to get pregnant, is the point. So they go to China. They don't even go to China. They go to the airport, and somebody from China meets them, gives them a baby. It's true. They just take it home, and then they get a Jamaican nanny to watch their Chinese baby.
And they go to cocktail parties. We have a Chinese baby. It's amazing. And meanwhile, the Chinese baby and the Jamaican nanny are just alone looking at each other like, what are we doing? What is it? What is this? Why can't either of us see our families? Why? What the fuck is the point of this?
You know, I was watching The Wizard of Oz the other day, and because that was a storm of dicks, you know, that was a tornado of dicks. Dorothy! Fuck. I really was watching The Wizard of Oz the other day, and there was this moment that really freaked me out. I'd never noticed it before. It's, I don't know if you saw The Wizard of Oz. It's about a little girl named Dorothy. She's played by an alcoholic older lady. And she lives in Kansas, and she has a little dog, and she's like, my dog, help everybody. And all the grown-ups are like, this is a farm. It's the Depression. We have things to do. Anyway, so there's a tornado, and everybody goes inside, like immediately. They just leave her. It's so traumatizing. When I was a kid watching this, because they didn't give a shit, Auntie Anne was like, Dorothy! Okay, fuck it. And she just goes right inside. And they bolt the door. And Dorothy comes like 10 seconds later, and she's going like this, and they're down there going, nah, man, you're the weakest link. Goodbye. Anyway, she goes to Oz, and there's this moment that really, this one time, I've seen it a lot of times, but it's when Ray Bolger plays the Scarecrow. He gets very upset, and he has this moment where he goes way over the top, even for this movie. It's when he gets torn apart by flying monkeys. And the Tin Man comes over and he goes, what happened? And he says, well, first they tore my arms off, and they threw them over there. And then they tore my legs off, and they threw them over there. I've seen this movie like 1,000 times, but for some reason this time when I got to that moment, I was like, holy shit, what was that? The fuck is he doing? And I wondered if, like, Victor Fleming, who directed the movie, if he had any moment during the filming where he was like, I think I need to have a word with Ray. Because that's getting to be a lot. All right, let him do one more. Action! What happened? Well, first they tore my arms off, and they threw them over there! And then they tore my... All right, cut! Oh, shit. Listen, Ray. Yes? You know, you're fine. Just keep doing it. Fucking pain in my ass.
So I called a friend of mine the other day. You ever make a phone call and you get the wrong number, and the person that answers can't believe that you would ever get a wrong number? You ever get someone who doesn't take it in stride? I got this lady once, I was like, hi, is Tony there? She's like, who? Tony. I don't know a Tony! How did you get this number? What do you want from me? I guess it was the first time her phone rang in like 20 years or something. She hung up, so I just kept pressing redial. Put Tony on her, I'll fucking kill you. Put her on! I used to like when my phone rang. Now it's always some idiot calling me. AT&T calls me every day. Hi, it's AT&T. You're calling. If you want to switch to AT&T, it's good service because you call your friend on the phone. And they can be in another part of the area. And you call them, and you don't have to yell or anything. You're just right there. So what do you think? Would you like to switch? It only costs some money. Would you like to switch for the AT&T? And I'm like, no, I already have AT&T. I have it already. Why are you calling me? Well, still, you want some more? Because it's good. Get some more AT&T. It's better than the other ones. I know, I have it! Stop fucking calling me!
I mean, here's the bad news. You're going to die. But here's the good news. When you get closer, you're going to want to fucking die. It doesn't keep being good. You don't get to keep your life the way it is. Like, I'm 55. Both hands hurt. Both hands. Both my hips hurt. I'm lucky I have only one asshole. The whole fucking body hurts. When you're like in your 30s, you don't even think about it. You're like, because here's like, there's the beginning of your life, and there's the end. So like, you start like in your like here by your 30s, you just shuffle. You don't even wear this movement. You're just shuffling along. Hey, life is good. It's pretty cool. And then somewhere you're kind of aware that way down there, people are falling off the edge. Oh, I don't know. It's weird. And then you're not thinking. Then all of a sudden you're close, and you're oh fuck, I knew that guy. Oh my god. Holy shit. But there are signs that your time is coming to an end, you know? Like they don't make my shampoo anymore. They don't make it. I was like, why'd you stop? Like, you're the only one. Nobody fucking cares about you. And so I thought, I'm gonna make my own. I'm gonna make my own shampoo. I'm gonna look it up online. I'm gonna look at the ingredients. I'm gonna make my own. And I found myself at a dinner telling a table full of people. So I decided to make my own shampoo. That's one of those moments where you tell yourself, just don't tell folks anything. You don't need to say it out loud. Just do what you're doing, die as soon as possible. Do I have a huge stain? Yeah, that's all right. It's all right, so what? Okay. No. Who's running? Oh, okay. I thought they were coming to bring me something. There's nothing you can do. You'd have to change my whole lifestyle for the rest of the show. It doesn't matter. I'm fat. I'm a fat guy. I'm fat. My pronouns are that fat fuck and... But here's the thing, I have body dysmorphia. I think I look good. I like this. I'm fine with it. I decided to stop exercising. That's what I decided this year. I'm just not doing it anymore. I made it to 55. If I stop exercising now, it just means I might make 75 instead of 78. It's not that big a fucking deal. I'm just not gonna do it. You know who inspired me was Trump. It's the one thing he said that I liked. I don't know if you ever heard this, but Trump believes, he just believes, nobody told him this, but he believes that you should move as little as possible because you have a finite amount of movements and then you stop. He believes that. He just went, yeah, that sounds right, and he just thought it up. And he's proving it to be true. I mean, it's fucking working. I don't like the new exercise either. I don't like the Peloton, you know. It's a bike you ride and there's a video that encourages you. And they have that mirror that you stand there and it teaches you exercises. Then they have that gun you put in your mouth and you fucking... No, you shouldn't kill yourself. That's why I think you should not kill yourself. That's my opinion. I don't know you. Ask somebody that knows you. But my general feeling is you shouldn't kill yourself. You know why? Because you're going to die anyway. You're going to die. What are you getting violent for? It's going to happen. I wish I was dead. You will be. Just sit there. You don't have to do anything. It really is the most effective argument against suicide, is that you're going to die either way. It also happens to be the best argument for suicide, which is awkward. Go ahead, you're going to die if you don't. Anyway, I live in New York City, and it's okay there. I live in a nice building. I never lived in a nice place before. When I was growing up, I had no money. I mean, my mom didn't matter. I was a child. But I'm not used to it because it's nice. There's like a pretty courtyard with flowers and a fountain with little marble boys pissing. I don't know. What is it with fountains
Like, all fountain sculptors are pedophiles, basically. You can't get a fountain made without... Can you make me a fountain? Yes, I'll get started right away. Oh, yes! Yes! It's finished! And it's just little boys pissing on the face of a Greek god that looks like him a lot. It's piss on me forever! Anyway, there's one of those in the courtyard of my building. And my first week in the building about a year ago, I went down to the courtyard for the first time. And I didn't look too good, you know? It was a Sunday morning. That's my least presentable hour. There's a lot of, just stains, just like, food and me and whatever. And so I'm sitting there. So, shut up. Oh. Anyway, so there I was. I'm sitting on the stone bench of this courtyard and feeling a little out of place. There's these fancy doormen and stuff. And then there's this guy looking at me. I notice he's looking at me from across the courtyard. And he's all spiffy looking. He's got brown shoes and he's looking at me like, I could tell he was thinking I don't live in the building. He thinks I just wandered in off the street and sat in the courtyard. I could tell he's thinking of coming over and dealing with me on his own. And I'm sitting there thinking like, oh, please do that. Yes, please, come on. And I'm trying to look even more gross. And I'm like pulling up my shirt. And then I see him go, oh, no, that's not gonna do at all. And he comes over to me. And I'm like, I'm so excited to have this thing. The confrontation where I'm not wrong at all. And he thinks I am. So he comes over, says, excuse me, do you live in this building? And I said, no. Because why not start there? I said, no. He goes, well, then what are you doing here? And I said, I just need to rest. I'm having a hard time. He says, this is private property. And I said, well, I don't really believe in that. Just the worst things I could say from his point of view is basically all the things I was saying. And he goes, well, if you don't leave, I'm gonna talk to the doorman. I was like, can I just stay like 5 more hours? So he's, no, and he goes over to the doorman, and I see him talking about me to the doorman like this. And then I see the doorman going, oh no, that guy lives here. That's okay. And the look on his face, it was just this beautiful cocktail of anger and confusion. It's like I had invented a new way to hurt somebody's feelings. That's how excited I was.
I remember the first time my daughter said a whole sentence. That was a big deal because she had never made a whole thought by herself. She just said the little words, and I was doing the dishes, and behind me I just hear her, she just goes, Daddy, I don't like chicken. I dropped my plate. My wife and I cried and hugged. It's a big moment. A week later, I'm making dinner. She goes, Daddy, I don't like chicken. Well, we're fucking having chicken. What are you talking about? I don't like chicken. I don't like you, okay? I don't like you. I don't like people that make me work and don't appreciate what I make for them. You don't like chicken? Make whatever the fuck you want then. Get out of your shitty little plastic chair and make your own dinner. Whatever it is you want so much. I don't like chicken. You'll like the chicken when I shove it up your ass, because that's where it's going if you don't eat it. Seriously. I will grind it up in the Cuisinart and then blow it up your ass with a straw. I gotta feed her. She's gotta eat. When your kid won't eat, you just go crazy because you have a physical need to feed them. It's an instinct. And when they're sitting there just looking at their food, you're like, just fucking eat it!
You'll die, you idiot! Eat the food! I don't like it. It doesn't matter. Put it in your face. They have your footprint at the hospital. They know that I have you. I'm not allowed to let you die, you piece of shit. Eat it! You have a social security number. You're on the grid, motherfucker. Eat! If you're skinny, I go to jail. Do you understand? And I love my kids and I die for them, but my life fucking stinks. It just does. It's what it is when you're a parent. You know, it's all the pleasures are gone. Nobody fucks you ever again. That shit just over. You can't sleep. You don't sleep. You don't eat. You don't eat meals. You just eat at the sink fast, standing up. Some macaroni and cheese that she didn't fucking eat, and that's your dinner now. With people yelling, hurry up, I'm just trying to get... You don't do anything fun. Your single friend's like, did you see that movie? No, I didn't see the fucking movie, okay? And you can't even enjoy being a parent because there's no pride in it because we suck at it. Everybody sucks. We make huge mistakes, and then you just go, whoops, permanent damage there, move on, I guess. My 5-year-old has all these twitches and weird fears. I'm like, good luck with that shit, honey. That's all my handiwork. Sorry. And it gets harder, too. You think it's going to get easier. Like when they're babies, you think that's the hard part because you got to do everything. You got to feed them. You got to put their clothes on. You got to put them in the car. You got to do everything. But you think it's going to get easier because they're going to grow up and do all this shit for themselves. But they're not. They're going to grow up and be able to, but they fucking won't do it. So it's actually easier when they're babies because when you want them to eat, you just take food and just shove it in their face. You got to put on a shoe. You just take a foot and chew on it. Just pull her arms through the sweater. Throw her in the car and keep the door closed. And then you get the parents live for the tiny vacations from their kids. The little tiny, like when you put your kids in the car and you close their door and that little walk around to your own door. It's like a Carnival cruise. It's just the greatest. And you just stand at your door like, okay, fuck, that was bad. Fuck. Whoa, that shit was, what did I say? Fuck, that was bad. Okay, everybody.
But I'm not motivated by the money to do a good show. I'm motivated by a responsibility to you because I don't know who's out there. Maybe there's somebody here who has more at stake than I do. Maybe there's a couple here on a first date. Maybe there's a guy here. I don't care if it's you. But I'm only interested in the hypothetical people. There might be a guy here who's been looking at this girl from across the thing they live at. I don't know. He sees her every day across the trench of blood that they live on each side of, and he sees her. And he's never had the guts to ask her out. He sees her, looks at her out the window, and she's putting out the laundry because it's Italy in the 1800s or something. And he looks at her. She's so beautiful. Unfortunately, that's where it's headed. That's the sad thing about being a guy, is that we can't have a beautiful thought about a woman that isn't followed by a disgusting thought. That's just the way that we're built. If you're a woman and a man has ever said anything romantic to you, it's because he left off the second part that would have made you vomit. That's just the way we are. Oh, she's an angel, and I want her to drown in my cum. That's just... That's just the way we are. We're designed that way. We have to be that way, because we have to fuck you, and that's kind of gross. There would stop being people if we weren't pigs a little bit. Because we have to get on top of you and fucking fuck you. You gotta be kind of a pig. Women get to be elegant during sex. They lay back and they pose and they just... Even aggressive women on top get to put their hair up and do a whole thing. And, But we just gotta climb on and like we just gotta. That's why we gotta think that we gotta prosecute the pussy. That's the way we have to think. Get on the dick train, bitches! It's the kind of human being it takes to fuck another human being. Anyway, so the guy looking at her. It's a window here. He's just little stains of various ages on the wall. And little circles with dates in pencil. Like a kid's growth chart on a door jamb, but very different. He sees her every day and he never had the guts. Finally, he went up to her about 2 weeks ago. He got tickets to this show and he went up to, hey, Darlene, how you doing? I don't know why he talks like that, but whatever. He's, hey, Darlene. Sometimes he just makes noises in an accent without words. Hey, Darlene, you want to go sometime? She says, I don't know, Joey, I don't know, maybe they're singing. So she agrees to go. They get in his car, they drive and they go to the place and they get a thing that we all enjoy because it's local and who gives a shit. And then,
It's a weird selection process that we have. It's dating, really, it's how we evolve as dating. It's how we choose each other. And dating is a real drag for a lot of people, but I always think it's a nice thing. You know, when I see a date, I'm always happy. When I see a couple on a date, because it means people are still trying, you know? You see a couple on a date, it means there's still courage out there. That takes courage to go on a date, for both sides. Two very different kinds of courage. The male courage, traditionally speaking, is that he decided to ask. He went up to a random woman who he has no idea if she's gonna like him or not, and he walked up to her, terrifying. Everything in your body's telling you, just go the fuck home and jerk off, don't do this. But he walked up and said, hi, yes. And she's like, no, give me a second. And you try to get through this membrane of, you know, and then if it works and you say, you want to go out sometime? Sometimes she'll say yes. And if she says yes, that's her courage. And the courage it takes for a woman to say yes is beyond anything I can imagine. A woman saying yes to a date with a man is literally insane and ill-advised. And the whole species' existence counts on them doing it. And I don't know how do women still go out with guys? When you consider the fact that there is no greater threat to women than men. We're the number one threat to women. Globally and historically, we're the number one cause of injury and mayhem to women. We're the worst thing that ever happens to them. That's true. You know what our number one threat is? Heart disease. That's the whole thing. That's it. Just our own heart going, dude, I can't. You can't keep doing this. I told you 3 strokes ago that this is not smart. But women still think, yeah, I'll go out with you alone at night. What are you, nuts? I'll get in your car with you with my little shoulders. Hi, where are we going? To your death, statistically. How do they still do it? If you're a guy, try to imagine that you could only date a half bear, half lion. And you're like, oh, I hope this one's nice. I hope he doesn't do what he's going to do.
I have been dating recently. Dating's not fun. Dating's horrible. Nobody wants to date. Even if you meet somebody and you really want to go out with them and they say yes, you're excited in that moment. But the day of the date, you're like, I don't want to fucking do this. I don't want to do this. Every time I'm ringing a doorbell to pick a woman up, I'm like, I hope she's dead in there. I really do. I hope something awful happened. I don't want to sit in a place and breathe unevenly for 3 hours and just sweating where your body is folded and just, You ever have a day that goes well? It's like good from the beginning. You're like, you get a little laugh at the beginning, hi, ha, ha, something funny, and they both laugh. Feels good. You agree on stuff. When you don't agree, you laugh about it. You're even able to be quiet a little bit while you're eating, and it's nice, feels comfortable. And then you drop them off, you're like, I hope I see you again. And she says, I hope so too. And you feel like, this is something new in my life. This is wonderful. Then you go home, and your wife is like, where were you all night? You know, and you're just fucking... But I'm older now. I'm divorced, and I still date mostly women who are younger than me recently, because that's who looks better. No, it's true. But I don't like I've always been with women my age or older. I was married to a woman a year older than me for 10 years, and that's always been the way there's some guys that have to be with a younger women. There's cultures that believe the man should be much older. Like there's religions that have like a formula, like take the man's age and subtract 10, and then whatever else you have to do to get to 12, just solve for 12. But I didn't suddenly get interested in younger women. What happened was I got older and they got interested in me, because younger women like older guys. They just do. This is the other part nobody says. I don't do anything to get younger women. I just stand there like this. And they see me and they're like, that would be so weird to fuck that old guy. And then we get blamed. The older guy always gets blamed. You see an older man with a young woman, everybody's like, that guy's a pervert. No, she's a pervert. He's normal. He likes pretty women. She likes that. The fuck is wrong with her? And they're weird. I was having sex with this woman, and she was about 35, and we're in bed. She starts calling me daddy. I was like, please don't, young lady. Please don't do that. She said, why does it make you uncomfortable when I call you daddy during sex? Is it because you have daughters? I said, no. It makes me uncomfortable because I have a father. And I used to call him daddy when he fucked me. By the way, thanks for laughing at me because I got fucked by my dad. I was not laughing at the time because I was coming because he fucked me good. My daddy fucked me so good. It's not his fault. I made him do it. I was such a brat. I was 10. I was like, Daddy, fuck me! Poor guy. He's like, I know I'm spoiling this child, but I can't say no. Thank you very much for coming. I hope that you enjoyed the show. Thank you for coming. Get home safe. Thank you. Good night.
I've been divorced for 5 years, and it's been the best part of my life, being divorced. Easily my favorite part of my life. I love being divorced. Every year has been better than the last. And it's the only time I can say that about. And by the way, I'm not saying don't get married. If you meet somebody, fall in love and get married, and then get divorced, because that's the best part. It's the best part. Marriage is just like a larva stage for true happiness, which is divorce, because you just let go. And everything's fine now. Divorce is forever. It really actually is. Marriage is for how long you can hack it. But divorce just gets stronger like a piece of oak. Nobody ever says, oh, my divorce is falling apart, it's over, I can't take it. And again, if you're in a good marriage, stay in it. If you're in the best marriage ever, stay in it. I'm just saying, if you got out, it would be better. That's just a fact. I'm sorry, but it's true. Everything's better. My ex-wife and I, this is the best part of our knowing each other. We're good co-parents because we live apart and we're friends. Our kids go to her half the week, they come to me half the week. And I'm a good father. I'm an attentive, focused, and responsible father. Do you know why? Because I get to say goodbye to these kids every week. Are you shitting me? It's like every parent's fantasy. Who can't be a good father for half of every week? No matter how bad it gets, every Wednesday I get to go, goodbye, girls. Daddy's gonna go upstairs and pour whiskey all over his naked body right now. I'm gonna lay in my own filth until 2 seconds before you come back here. That's why I'm such a good dad.
I'm on a new diet. Feels good, man. I'm on that new diet. You know that new diet where you can eat steak with butter on it? You can eat burgers, and you can have fries, ice cream, cake, and donuts, and you just get fat like a pig, and you keep eating anyway. You feel shitty. You eat more, you jerk off, and go to sleep. That's my new diet. It's a very popular diet. You're on that too? Yeah, it's very popular. It's got a name. It's called Just Fucking Eat It. You're gonna eat it, you fat shit. Eat it. That's what it's called. And I get away with it. I can eat whatever and I just get fat. It's no problem for me. It doesn't matter what I eat, I just gain weight. It's so easy. I'm lucky. Man, it's brutal. I hate it. You know when you know you're gonna eat something that's gonna make you feel like shitty and you eat it anyway? That's the worst thing. I do it all the time. Like I go and I'm like, I gotta have some donuts, you know? Shit.
I saw a protester in Washington Square Park. She had green hair and dirty
Yeah,
legs.
12. What do you think? What the fuck is that supposed to? Yeah, 12.
And she's holding a little piece of cardboard, and it's with a Sharpie.
After
that
two,
said,
I'm like, this sucks. But I just keep forcing them, and I just feel like shit.
She's just
And
standing
I
there.
can't not do it. You know, and I have friends who like I have a friend
And I
who's
thought, I don't
married
think
and
it's
he
gonna
can't stop
do
fucking
it.
around.
It doesn't feel like that's going to result.
And he can't stop himself.
And Jeff Bezos.
I have no problem being with women on the road, but I can't not eat all the donuts
Sadly,
on the planet Earth.
it's going to be
because
okay for him.
It's different.
I think
You know,
I thought it was
for
good
sex, there's
how young
masturbating.
people got out there and they
For food,
expressed
there's
themselves.
nothing
They
like
went
that.
out there to solve
You know?
a lot of problems.
I can't watch the
Not
Food
all the
Network.
problems, but some of them. They went out there to stop discrimination. Not all discrimination. Just some of it. Which is a weird form of discrimination. There are groups that are discriminated against who don't have any protesters or any people working for them.
I was in New York.
And we
I
all
went to
discriminate
I
against
went
these
to this
people, like
Polish
ugly
meat place
people.
in New
Everybody
York, and
discriminates
I,
against
put it
ugly
in,
people.
and I was like,
They do, and it's awful. I mean, I'd rather be
He just
discriminated
made me a
against
sandwich.
for my race than for being ugly. Because you might not lose a job or a promotion, but nobody kisses you on the lips like your whole fucking
He
life.
didn't
Like,
ask me
try
what
that.
kind or anything. He just made
This
it.
is what we say to ugly people. We don't like your face. We just don't like it.
Raisins and bones.
So no one's gonna
Fuck.
fall in love with you, and it's unanimous. Sorry. And we just expect ugly people to be like, oh no, I understand. I mean, sure. My head shape is no good for you.
You know where the
so
groceries? No, that's not
I'll with,
But
I'll
you
go
know,
without the things that matter in life.
you know when the grocery stores.
Also,
in Chinatown
overweight people.
for the
Overweight
Chinese
people
to eat
deal with
their
things
actual
that none of
food
us
and,
deal with, because I'm not overweight.
I was in one of those.
There's
and they
people
had duck vaginas. I
who
swear to
are
God,
discriminated against
a
because of
huge
their weight.
barrel of
I read a
fucking
story
duck
once
vaginas
about a woman who's 600
with a scoop
pounds
stuck in it.
and she couldn't get medical care because everything she goes to the doctor, he just says it's because she's fat. Everything. She's like, my
standing
knees
there
hurt.
just
He's like, yeah, my
staring
knees
at
hurt
this
just looking at
fucking
you. What did you
huge-
think was going to happen?
And I'm thinking,
She's like, I have
do
chest
we
pains. He
possibly
says, yeah, because
dominate
your
a
organs
species
are
more
over
than that.
capacity, so they're hurting. She's like, I
That
got
we're
shot in the
selling
head.
their
He's like, yeah, because
vaginas
you're
in
fucking
a
fat. Somebody
fucking
shot you in the
barrel.
fucking head because you're fat.
fucking
It's
ducks
a terrible
are just
story.
like, dudes.
Here's the worst part of the story, and this is true.
You
this is
won
true.
the war.
She needed
Take
an
it easy. You don't have to
MRI
sell her vaginas.
because she had something serious. She's 600 pounds. She doesn't fit in the machine.
I didn't get any because I don't
You know
want to
what they
know
did?
if what if
They
I
sent her to
love
the
duck vaginas.
zoo.
I don't want to find out.
I'm not kidding. They sent her to the fucking zoo.
It's not like millions of things
That's
taste
what we
like
do
a fucking
for
duck
fat
vagina.
people.
It would be very specific.
We need
to
an
be addicted to
MRI.
that. Not for me.
Hey, here's your prescription. Go to the zoo.
Thank you very much,
Yeah,
folks,
that's where you should go.
for being here tonight.
You should go to the zoo.
Good night. Thank you.
By the way, you know how many fat people we have in this country? About 600 trillion billion thousands of them. You know how many trans people there are? About 38. But if you're trans and you need a restroom and it's awkward, we'll change every restroom. But if you're fat and you need an MRI, you go to the zoo, you fat bitch. Just go to the zoo. You go experience that today. What happens when she gets to the zoo? What actually fucking happens when she arrives at the zoo?
Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you very much.
Are you here to see the monkeys?
Thank
No,
you
I'm
very
here for
much.
an
Close
MRI.
the fucking door. I'm not done. Close the door.
Oh,
Sorry,
shit.
I didn't
All
mean to
right.
interrupt you.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Okay, just stand in the straw over here.
I've been working here for like 60 years.
Yeah. You're after the walrus who has lymphoma. By the way, why is there an MRI machine at the fucking zoo?
It is a little fucked
Who was
up.
developing that instead of a fat human being MRI? Who's paying for this shit? You don't give an elephant a fucking magnetic resonance image test? Are you fucking high? That's obscene.
Pull on a fire
If an
and
elephant
shit.
is sick, you just listen.
So
You
that
do
he
this
can-
thing.
they sit in the chair fucking urine, just shitting and pissing.
Misa thinks she gonna die today.
I'm saying this out of respect for elephants, by the way, because we're supposed to respect how they live. They don't fucking cure their diseases. This is not their culture. This is our word. Let's fix it. Oh, he's sick. That's not how elephants live. An elephant in the Serengeti isn't like, I have a lump, I have to see my oncologist.
At some point,
When an elephant
Everybody
gets
dies
cancer,
at
he
some point.
falls over and he takes his
Hope I'm not
fucking
breaking
turn
that
and
to anybody
becomes
here.
food.
it's an
You
interesting
don't
thing
put
about
an
human
elephant
beings.
in a
We
state-of-the-art
grow up with the knowledge that we're going to die. We live with it.
What
We
if you
live our whole
find
lives knowing
cancer?
that It's going to end. I
What are you
think
gonna
that
give him,
takes courage.
chemotherapy?
I admire us for being able to do that.
Skinny elephant with a
Other
pink
animals
baseball
don't
hat?
do that. Other living beings, they don't think about it. They don't help. I mean, I might as well end the world and die. They just do whatever they do. You know, they live in the moment. You ever seen a dog sneeze? Whenever a
Each
dog
day is a
sneezes,
gift.
first of all, their whole world explodes. And when the sneeze is over, they don't know anything anymore. They got to start their whole education from
I love
scratch.
animals. I do. I do. We have
You
a
ever seen a
weird
dog walk in the room
relationship to
looking pretty
animals.
intelligent?
We name them and we play with them,
everybody.
and we kill them and we eat them, and we stuff them, and we draw them. I have a dog. I love my dog, but I don't know my dog. We've never had a conversation. Not one time. I talk and she just hears
Well, we know we're going to die. I found out when I was 7 years old. Everybody
shutting in days that
My grandfather told me. He said, everybody dies.
She looks at me and I'm like,
Wasn't even talking to
yes.
him.
She's like, what? You don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. Fuck you. I don't know this bitch. I have no idea what she's thinking.
trying to
I
blow out
really
the
wish I did.
candles.
I wish I knew what she was thinking. It's my biggest wish maybe in life is that I knew, because I know she has thoughts. I know she does. There's no way she's
Yeah, I
just
was
like,
7 years
"Dog."
old, and I suddenly had this knowledge.
There's stuff going on
that
in here.
everybody
I've seen it.
dies, That life ends for all of us.
You ever watch your
And I remember I
dog
was
make a
excited.
decision?
I wasn't
You ever
excited to
watch your
die.
dog just
I was
walk in the
excited
room
that I know this
And then
thing.
look around like,
And I was 7, and I knew other kids my age didn't know it. And I wanted to tell them. I wanted to be
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna go
person
over
that
here.
tells people that
why?
everybody dies.
Please tell me
I remember
why.
having that thought. And the first person I wanted to tell was Benji, this kid across
I think
the
my
street.
dog thinks I'm
And
insane.
I wanted to tell him because I hated
Because
him.
I look at my life through her,
I really
through
did.
her eyes. Like,
I
I'll
hated
watch
Benji.
TV for
He
4
was
hours.
6 and I was 7.
And from my
I
dog's
wasn't
point of view,
friends
I'm
with him.
just
I would
sitting
just,
there.
anytime I came out to my front yard, he'd come out and he'd, hi. And I hated him. He's the first person I ever hated. To me, he was a piece of shit cocksucker. That's how I felt about him. And I didn't even know those words. I was 7. I didn't even know how to talk like that. So I would just look at him and I would
Why
just
the fuck
feel
is he
that
laughing?
way
What
without
happened?
a name for it. And then one day I heard some guy yell, "Piece of shit, cocksucker!" And I was
My
like,
dog
"Yeah,
is my life now
thank
because
you.
my kids
That's
are growing up. My
exactly
kids are
what
in
I
college and
feel
they're all,
about
you know,
that
I'm an
child.
empty nester. That's what you call it. when your kids are gone because they grew up, not if
Anyway,
they're
one
dead.
day, I'm in my front yard, and piece of shit cocksucker Benji
It's not
comes
used
out
that way.
in his little shorts.
My daughter died of leukemia. Hey, you're an empty nester.
Comes up to me, and he starts bragging. He's like, I got a new bike.
I miss it. I miss
I
having
was like,
little
really?
kids.
You're
I
gonna
think about
die
it all the
someday.
time. I think about it maybe adopting, you know? I could adopt a baby from a third world country.
like,
That's a good thing
what?
to do because you can just leave them outside.
You're
you
gonna
know?
die, Benji. He's like, no, I'm not.
You know, it's interesting.
Yes, you
We've
are.
been adopting babies from other countries
how do
in
you
America
know?
for a long
I said
time. You know,
because
other countries do it
everybody
too, but I
dies,
live here, so
Benji.
I'll talk about that. But
You're gonna die.
it's an interesting thing. It's not a biological imperative to go
mom's
get a
gonna
baby
die.
from thousands of miles away, but we've been doing that in large
and your
numbers here
daddy's
for a long
gonna
time.
die.
And not always for the same reasons. There's been
In
different
that
reasons
order.
why we've done it. In the early, like in the 70s when I grew up, sometimes you meet a couple
Anyway, he started
who have an
crying.
African baby
And he
they
starts
brought
running back.
because
It's
they're
still
those
funny
kind
to
of,
me
you know,
after
these
40
kind of
fucking years.
people, you know?
I still remember it so well.
Kind of couples that
Little
hold
Benji
hands when
running
they
into
announce
his
things.
house. Run, Benji!
You know those kind of people? They
You
gather
can't
their
run
friends
from this
and
shit,
they're like,
bitch!
We've decided. You know those
Ran in his
They have a
house,
farm
and then he came
table
back
with a
out with his mother.
clay pot of honey on
And
it,
his mom's got his little hand, and she's furious.
and their apple juice is
I was
cloudy.
scared.
You know what I'm talking about?
She walks up, she says, what did you say
Those are the kind
to
of people
Benji?
that make a trip
I
to
told them
Zimbabwe
that
and get a
everybody
baby
dies.
and name him
She said,
Kevin
"Why
and
did
send
you
him to
say
Boston
that?"
College, whatever.
Because it's true. And she said, well, not
That was like the
necessarily.
70s and 80s. Then in the 90s, it became very popular with gay couples started to adopt babies from
was like,
China
what?
because they want to have a baby, but they can't. They
She
both
says,
have
well,
dicks. I don't
some
know if you
people
know that.
die and some people
Did
don't.
you know that?
So you
Gay
never
couples
know. You
have
might
two
make
dicks.
it.
So they can't make a baby. You can try. You can
Make it to what?
just really fucking.
And my head was
You could-
spinning. I was like, wait a minute.
You can try to come into one dick
So I'm
with
like,
the
I'm
other.
so many
Like
questions for her. I was like,
if you line up the
what about
dick
people
holes
from the Bible? I mean,
and you
they're
can
all
come and the
gone.
sperm goes up
What about
this
Abraham
dick
Lincoln?
and
He
down that
died.
one.
She's like, well, somebody shot Abraham Lincoln.
And then the sperm gets
But
to
if they
the
hadn't
balls
and
and,
he took
and
care
they're
of
like,
himself,
what
he
the
might
fuck?
still be around today.
Did we turn around? Because we're in the balls again.
I was like, really? And all of a sudden she goes, well, we have
balls
to
are
go.
these? These aren't
And
even
she
his
just
fault.
takes off. Like she walked away very quickly. Because I think she realized
Oh, he's
she was
gay.
she
Fuck.
picked the
all
wrong
right.
argument to get on this
Okay.
side of.
All right.
She was
Well,
not
just
gonna,
swim around
this
till
was
we're
going to
dead.
end badly. I ran inside and I told my mother the whole thing.
It's the way it is. You're
Mother
not
said,
gonna.
"Don't talk to
A
her.
baby
She's a
will
fucking
never
idiot.
come
Don't
out
talk to
of
that
a
lady."
penis.
Fucking
It's
hate
good.
that
It's a
lady.
good
Don't talk
thing.
to her.
Because it's hard for women. Imagine
My mom said
pushing
to
a
me,
whole baby
Don't worry.
out of your penis dick hole. Even just a hand. Yeah. Anyway, so that's why gay couples
You know what's funny
adopt.
to me? The people get angry that there are gay people, but they don't
That's
even
why.
know. Some people get so angry, like somehow that someone's gay, like thousands of miles away.
And often
like,
from
fuck
China,
them. There's guys that
because
like,
they make a lot of
"Arr,
stuff.
someone sucking a cock. Damn it! I know it. Someone's fucking.
So
a
that
gay
was
ass.
that. That was
Ah!
it. The gay couples were adopting Chinese babies because they couldn't have
Like, I can
babies.
understand it if, like,
and
two
then,
guys are
and
blowing
then
each other
a lot
on
of
your
other
lawn
couples
when
started
you're
doing
trying
it
to cut, you know?
more around the turn of the
Come on,
century.
I can't cut there.
I used to live in Hollywood.
Someone's
which
got
was
to
a pretty
stop
awful
these gay
place.
people from this.
And everybody there gets
Behavior.
Chinese babies.
It's
It's
not
very
right.
popular. They go because, and it's not because they can't have babies, and it's not because they're
I was talking
trying to
to my
help
friend
somebody
about
from far away.
my neighbor
It's
once,
because
and I
they're
asked
just
him,
busy. They're
"Do you think
busy.
he's gay?" And my friend goes,
They want to
"Yeah,
have a
he's
baby, but
really
they don't
gay."
want to have a baby. You know what I mean? That thing where you can't have your baby and eat it too, or what? I don't know how
How
that
do you get to be really gay?
They don't want to get pregnant, is the point. So they go to China. They don't even go to China. They go to the airport,
Start out a little-
and somebody from China meets them,
Only
gives
a
them a
little- I just
baby.
feel like
It's
touching
true.
the penis,
They
that's
just
all.
take it
Just like
home,
that, just
and then they get a
little tiny
Jamaican
touching
nanny
of the
to
penis.
watch their Chinese baby.
And one
And
day
they
you're
go to
taking up
cocktail
the
parties.
ass,
We have a
jerking off two
Chinese
guys
baby.
and blowing
It's
somebody all at the same
amazing.
time.
And meanwhile, the
You
Chinese
realize, wow,
baby
I'm
and the
really
Jamaican
gay.
nanny are just alone, looking at each other like,
I am
"What are
the
we
gayest
doing?
man
What
in the
is
world.
this? What is this? Why can't either of us see our families?
I
Why?
am Vigator. No one is gayer than me.
What the fuck is the point of this?"
That's a very gay person right there.
I don't think life is that important. It's just not.
I like getting older though because
It is
for me,
not.
the kind of guy I am, getting older makes my life better.
People get too
You know, like
excited
my sex life way better at 45.
about life. Oh, life. Fuck you. It's not that. It's.
Is okay at 45.
Make a list of every
This is
shitty
not
thing
a
ever
fun kind
that's
of a
in life.
17-year-old to be. And some people, their life is better.
Life
when
is
they're
okay.
younger.
I like
young
life.
Dudes
Young,
I like
skinny
it. I don't
dude.
need it.
Best life in the world.
I'd be fine without it.
Skinny dude. They don't have to
I
do
like
anything.
life,
They
though.
just
I
show
do.
up,
You know how much I like life? I have
big
never
Adam's
killed
apple,
myself.
Smelly t-shirt.
That's how much I like it. That's exactly how much I like it.
For the rest of my life.
With a razor-thin margin. I like it precisely enough to not kill myself. It's an option, though. It's totally an option.
So where do I go?
I mean, I'm 49. I have 2 kids. I've flipped through the brochure a few times.
But for guys like me, this is not.
I've thought of killing myself just to win an argument.
It gets better. I'd like to make one of those "it gets better" ads.
You're not supposed to
just
talk about
dumpy
suicide.
young guys.
Even to your shrink. You ever go to a
We
shrink and
could
they're like,
use a
have
little
you had
help.
thoughts
A little
of
encouragement. to
suicide? And you're
somebody
like,
on TV.
no,
Listen,
because
I
if
know
I
it's
say
tough,
yes,
man.
you'll press a button and folks
You're
will run in and
vaguely
hold me,
happy
hold
with
him
no
down.
face. You have
But you should be
zero
able to
value
talk
on the
about it.
sexual
It's the whole.
marketplace.
It's what the whole world
You
is
feel
just made
invisible
of
to the
people
girls
who
in school
didn't
because
kill
of the bar.
themselves today. That's who's
But it gets
here.
better.
Is
Because
all of us that
you
went,
gotta
okay,
grow
I'll
up.
fucking
And
keep
you
doing
choose
it.
to live just like this your whole life. And they don't. There
It's
are
just-
some studies right now, really fast, and you're gonna be there.
Because
As long
it's
as
an
you stay
interesting thing about life.
relatively
Life can get
employed
very
and
difficult,
watched, you're
very
gonna be
sad, very
amazing.
upsetting, but you don't have to do it.
In your
You really
40s,
don't
you're
have
gonna
to do
be
it. You don't have to do
You're gonna be
anything.
the branch that she can
You
grab before
never
she hits the
have to
ground.
do
It's-
anything
it's
because
gonna
you
be
can
so
kill
great.
yourself. If they
It
send you a
just
letter
takes
from motor
time.
vehicles, you have to come in and, no, I don't.
For her
I'll kill myself.
circumstances to match your looks, but it's
You
gonna
can do that.
happen.
You can do that once.
It's gonna happen.
But you can do it.
When real shit matters, you're gonna be the sexiest motherfucker in the world.
And it's interesting
It's
because
just
even when
time.
life
That's all
gets
it
bad,
takes.
people
There's
generally
a
choose it
formula to this. It's
over
pussy plus
nothing.
time
Even the
over
worst
income
versions
squared.
of life. Even a shitty life is worth living, apparently. Because folks are living the fuck out of them. You ever seen
I'm
somebody and
45
you're like,
now,
how
so
did
I'm
he
either
should
halfway
kill himself?
through a
Why didn't he not?
healthy life or almost done
That
with a
dude-
not so healthy life.
You ever been driving and you look at the
I
next
don't know
car
which
and you're like,
one.
oh shit,
I won't know till it's
I
over.
wish I
where
hadn't
this
looked in that
was.
car. That was difficult to
I don't know how
glance
long I'm
at,
gonna live. I don't know. Nobody knows.
let
I
alone
guess.
being it.
I think human life expectancy
Just a
is
guy
pretty
in a-
good. We get a good run.
In a
you know?
tan car.
Some people die early. You know, if I die now, people
Nobody
will be like,
chooses
"Oh, that's
tan."
bad." If I die 5 years from now, they'll be like, oh, all right.
Nobody
Like, it's
picks
not even-
tan for their car. They give you
Like as soon as
tan.
you're 50, you're a candidate. You
Is that mine?
You know
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
yours, fucking
candlelight
loser. Made
vigils
it
for
tan.
50-year-old guys that die.
They shouldn't even make tan cars. It's mean
You
to
start
make
pushing
them.
an area. Yeah, you know, some people get to be like 80s, 90s.
You look over, you see
know,
a
there
guy
are
in a
people
tan
that get to,
car
like,
with just
114,
dents all over it and a
then they're in the
garbage
news.
bag for a window.
Some old guy, I met Napoleon. No, you didn't. You liar. You oldest liar in the world.
What is holding up his suicide? What
But
is
45,
delaying
you know,
it?
You're not old yet.
What
You
is
start having
keeping
moments where
him
you
from
kinda start getting what
stopping
old
being
is.
that?
Especially if you didn't take care of yourself, you know?
And what would it take?
I have moments where I'm like, wow.
What
this is
would it
early.
take? What would it take?
Like this
Both
happens to me
windows
a
are
lot.
garbage bags? Is that?
TV or doing nothing, and all of a sudden I'll realize I need to wipe my ass right now.
Seriously, do you know how much misery is involved in a garbage bag for a window? Do you know how many separate moments of shit misery?
I mean, nothing.
I canceled my
happens,
insurance.
but I
broke my
really gotta
window.
wipe my ass right now.
Duct tape.
Gotta make trips to the
Here's the
bathroom
truth.
just
Running
to
away
wipe
will
my
not solve your
ass.
problems. That's
How did
totally
this
true.
happen already?
But killing yourself
I'm
solves all
45.
your problems.
Already
It
my
actually
asshole
does.
is like,
It even solves world problems. For you.
My asshole.
What about
My
ISIS?
asshole's like,
Kill
like
yourself.
the waistband on old pajama bottoms.
Then they'll never get you.
Kind of loose and ineffectual.
Seriously, if everybody who's afraid of ISIS kills themselves right now,
My
then
asshole's
ISIS
like a,
loses.
like a bag of leaves that nobody tied up.
Because they live in a world of people that don't give a shit.
It's just sitting on the lawn, full and
We're gonna
open,
cut his head off. Okay.
Cupid leaves under the grass with
It's
every
not
wisp
fun
of wind.
now.
Kid kicks it over on his way home. Kinda tough to get Rats.
I think the worst part of being beheaded,
It's a pretty accurate description of my asshole.
the worst thing
Here's
about being
another thing
beheaded
about
is
my
that you look
age right now.
really
If
dumb
I'm,
right after. That's the
okay,
worst
sit me
part.
down. If
they go like that. You're like,
Which
Yeah.
I love
just
sitting
that's
so much.
fucking dopey.
I would take sitting and doing nothing to standing and fucking.
I don't think they like beheading bald people because they can't do this thing. That's the best part.
This is way better.
They gotta go like this. It's not as cool.
This is what, at my age, if I'm sitting down and
So
somebody
just shave
tells
the
me,
top of
"Hey,
your
get
head
up
and
go in
you won't
another
have to
room."
worry about it.
I need to be told all the information why first. You gotta explain all of that shit to me. What,
I don't really
why,
have a
why
shot
do
with him, I think, because
Your car's being towed right now.
I just don't rate movie stars. I'm not really
That's
fucking
I
fat.
accept that.
It's ridiculous. Like I even wear, like I have this problem now. My pants keep like I
getting
can't keep
up
them
is
as
a whole
they won't stay up
thing. It means
because
I
here's what
have- first I
happens.
have to decide,
Okay,
do
you
I
get
really
fat,
wanna be
and
alive
some of you skinny people
anymore? Like,
won't.
let's
I don't give a
start
shit
with
about you. You
that.
won't get this. I hate skinny people because they don't empathize with fat guy problems.
I
They just
gotta,
don't. Like you ever have a
kinda
skinny friend and you're
rocking to
trying to
get
tell them like,
momentum.
I just wish I could have one donut and fucking walk
trying to
away.
get
I wish
an
I could
old
do that. I wish I
Honda
had the
out of a
power
snowbank.
to eat a donut and your skinny friend's like, well, just eat the donut then. What's the big deal? You should totally just have a donut if you want. You should totally go ahead and have one. Just enjoy yourself and have a donut if you like that. Fuck you. You don't get it. It's a whole spiral that begins with a donut. Later I'm killing hookers. I don't even remember what happened. But so here's what happens. You get fat and your pants start to get tight, right? And then you get fatter because it's not like, oh, I'll stop eating now, you know? And then suddenly all your pants fucking hurt. Like every pair of pants hurts. And then you eat even more because it's like, fuck it now, man. Who even cares? Fat shit.
Strong and sexy on a whole other level.
Fucking obsessed with food. I went to this fucking thing with my wife and kids where it was like the kids and their kid friends and just a house full of assholes, you know, that have kids. And I'm just sitting there fucking, I just want to kill myself. And I just want a bomb to drop on the whole house and take us all out.
She looks like one of those pictures from.
And I get in there, but then there's a plate of cookies. And like, as soon as I'm like, that's what I'm done. I'm eating every fucking cookie on that plate. That's what I'm here. That's what this all is fucking that. So, and you have to have a strategy, you know. You can't just fucking, you can't just fucking stand there and just fucking, you have to like sort of keep rediscovering the cookies, you know. You have to walk over and like, oh hey, so who brought those? That's cool. You do this. This means like I totally could not eat it, but fuck, I'll just. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. Brought a cookie out. That's interesting. Yeah, I can take it or leave it. Totally fucking radar back there. Okay, new people around the dish. Do it again. Hey,
You are a woman. If you're still going to
if people start noticing, you have to say something like, "These are crazy." Like I don't know what it is about them. Yeah, it's the fucking cookies. It's not you're a piece of shit that can't stop eating anything. But
I want to give you a sweater and a ride home. I don't want to fuck you. I'll jerk off you, but I don't want to fuck you.
so here's what happens though. You get fat enough though. What happens is your belly starts to push out like this, and then it pushes your pants down to your pelvis because they won't hang in the normal place anymore. And then down there, they feel loose, and you start going, "Hey, losing weight! All right, I'm coming down. My pants are getting loose. I am getting thinner.
It's not about age. Like that's.
I ate my way through to the other side. I did."
Because no one would fucking buy the wild.
Fucking, I don't give a shit. I'm fat. Look at this shit. I don't fucking care. Look at that. I don't care. It's just a sweaty bowl of fucking flesh. I don't care. Look how fucked up this is too. It goes right in. Like it goes at a right angle and hits my pelvis. It doesn't like slope back down. It fucking goes in and then back up. It's fucked up. Like when I'm in the shower and I'm scrubbing like this, when I get down there I gotta turn in like this. I gotta actually make a turn. Fucking cut in, or the crevice gets fucking filthy. It's ridiculous. It is. It's like a theater seat. There's like fucking receipts and shit and popcorn and fucking kids' toys and oh fuck, what the hell?
I get bills for my wife's breasts. That's some grown-up.
You ever flush a pet down the toilet? I had to flush my daughter's fish down the toilet. I came home, the fish was dead. She wasn't home from school yet, so I just flushed the fish. And that's a weird moment too, because fish live in water. So you put it in the toilet, floats to the bottom, like, yeah, he's dead. And then you flush and it looks like he goes, where's it go? Oh, shit! I was taking a nap. Jesus!
Thank you.
You gotta be in constant motion to get any respect in his house. And then my daughter comes home. Why did he die, Dad? Come on, what am I gonna say? Why did he die? Because who gives a shit? That's the reason. That's the actual reason. Is because it didn't matter that he was alive. That's why he's dead. He didn't know his name and he didn't love you back. These are the facts about that fish's life. My daughter likes fish. We took her to the aquarium. I took both my kids to the aquarium in Boston, and we were looking at this seal or sea lion. I don't know which one. I don't care. I don't think they need to be separate things. I really don't. They don't care, and we don't care. There's like three scientists who give a shit what we call all those things. The scientists could go on TV tomorrow and say, okay, everybody, from now on,
about 30 out of
seals,
1,400. That's nice.
and sea lions,
That's nice.
and walruses,
That shit's over.
and you know what? Penguins are all seals now.
Roller skating like on a Wednesday. It's like,
And we would all be like,
this used to be something. What happened? I don't
Whatever,
know.
man.
I don't think there's a God. And that's not
anyway, so we're looking at this sea lion thing,
reckon
and he's
they're-
looking back at us through the plexiglass, and he's going, they're really disgusting in person. Most animals are when you really see them. You ever go to a farm, you think you're going to see little white sheep going, "Meh," but they're all fat and shit colored, and they're like, "Meh."
Knees and pray.
Jesus.
Please, God, don't be.
That thing is awful. Anyway, seals don't go, they go,
That's a bad wrong.
My daughter's like, what does he
You're
say?
an atheist your whole life.
I don't know. I'm a slave. Kill me. Life is short. Life is very short. I like life. I like it. I feel like even if it ends up being short, I got lucky to have it because
Being wrong the other way is not a big problem.
What
If you believe in
get with a
God
basic
and you're
life.
wrong, you don't
Not
really have a
even a
problem.
particularly lucky
Gives you a
life
little comfort in your
or
stupid
a
life.
healthy life. If you have a life, here's your boilerplate.
And then at the
deal
end,
with
you're
life.
just
this is
seriously
basic
disappointed.
cable. What you get
For like a second.
when you
That's
get
the last
life.
feeling you get to have.
You get to be on
die,
Earth.
you're like,
First of all, oh my God, what a location!
Seriously, nothing?
This is Earth,
Yeah,
and
just
for
get in the dumpster,
trillions of
sorry.
miles in every direction, it fucking sucks so bad.
Sorry, you're
It's
just
so
garbage
shitty that your eyes bolt out of your head because it sucks so
When
bad.
you die, you're just garbage.
You get to be
your
on
family's
Earth and
newest
look at
garbage.
shit. As long as you're not blind or whatever it is, you get to be here.
always seem to get in
You get to
trouble
eat
with
food. You get to put bacon in your
I was in
mouth. I
traffic
mean,
once and a guy
when you
behind me
have
lost his
bacon
mind.
in
Did it
your
ever happen to you? The guy
mouth,
behind you in traffic just decides
it doesn't matter who's
You're the
president or
problem.
anything. You just.
it's you. I don't know what happened. I'm sitting in this car, and there's 50
Every time I'm eating
cars ahead
bacon,
of
I
me
think I
before
could
any
die
light.
right now, and I
And the
mean
guy
it.
behind me just starts beep, beep, beep,
That's
beep,
how
beep.
good life is.
I look at
you
him,
get
and
to
he's
you get to
honking just
fuck.
at me.
That's free if you're smart.
He's amazing.
That comes with
Go! Jesus!
part of the deal.
Beep, just go!
Where else are you gonna
Screaming
get that
in his
deal?
window at me.
You get to put your dick in there
Like
and
I'm
go
driving
in
all 50
and
cars
out.
there. Pushing them like shopping
Pretty
carts in
good.
the parking lots.
And if you're a
thing.
woman, you get to just lay back and just
Yelling
have
out,
a
I'm
dick
trying to
just
do that
shoving
thing. I can't. What do you
in
want?
and out of you awkwardly. Anytime you want. Anytime you want.
Just made it matter. It was like purple and crazy. And I'm laughing.
If you're
at
a
it,
gay
you know?
man, you get to just
Till he
fill
gets
your
out of his
boyfriend's
car.
ass with your
What are
dick.
these
Just
guys
fill it
doing?
all the way to the balls.
Start screaming at me. Move it!
And it's nice and warm
Move
and
it!
tight in there.
What am I gonna say back?
And he's your buddy.
What's gonna be my argument that's gonna make them see clearly? You know? Well, I can't because of all the cars.
If you're a lesbian,
able
you
to
get
get
to do all
through
the
the
stuff
cars.
they're doing. And
Because they're solid. They made it solid material. You know what I mean? And he's gonna go, oh yeah, I know.
Great deal.
No,
You
I
get
didn't know
to
they were
eat, you get
solid.
to fuck,
That's
you get to
right.
read To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, you can't drive through the
It's a great life.
I'll just go back to my car. Wait, I'm sorry.
Fourth grade, and I was fifth grade, maybe I don't know which one, and I was sitting in
But
a
he
class
kept yelling
eating
at
some
me, so I just
snacks,
decided, you
and
know
I was
what,
sort
I'm
of
gonna
just
argue
looking
with
off
this
into
guy.
space,
I'll argue with
and
him.
I had
But I'm
always
gonna
had big
argue about
holes in the
something
crotch of my pants.
I'm not gonna have his
Because
argument.
my mom bought me
Mine.
cheap pants at
So he goes,
King's
move it! And I
department
go,
store.
well, give me back my
And
jacket!
They like don't even have a change room. She would just hold it against my waist, and I'd go home and wear them. And they'd split after like 3 days. So I had a big hole, just all fucking
yeah,
hole,
you
and I'm
got
sitting
my
there like
jacket.
this, and I tried to get used to not, whatever. So I'm sitting there like this, and I had an inadvertent and unaware boner at the time. And so it was just pushing my white underwear out, just fucking angry little pin-like boner, just sticking out of my pants, like straight out. And Jill Cassavant, who was the fucking coolest, sexiest chick in the
You're not old
class,
enough for anybody to give a shit
pointed
that you're
down
old.
at
Nobody's
this
like,
and went,
"Help the
ew! And I looked up and everyone was going, ah! And pointing at my dick and screaming. And that moment is me. That is who I am. That's how powerful it was.
And the world looks at you like when you're 40.
And
the docs, guess what? They don't try to
You
fix
can name your
anything
kid
anymore.
anything you
They
want.
stop trying to fix shit.
Isn't that incredible?
When
There
you get
are
to be
no
40,
laws.
they just go, yeah, that starts to happen.
There should be
They
a
don't care.
couple of laws. None. You can
I went to the
literally
doctor
name your
because
kid
my
anything.
ankle
You can name your
hurt,
kid a
right?
name
Now,
with
if
no
you're
vowels
20
if you want. Like,
and you have a bad shoulder, the doctor will reconstruct your shoulder through miracles of modern science. He'll take your ear and make a shoulder out of it. It's weird. When you're 40, they just give you no options. They don't
Go
care.
clean your room.
I went because my ankle, like I was limping for like a month.
I like to
out
name
of
my kid a
nowhere.
whole phrase. You
And
know?
the doctor,
Something like
he
ladies
brings me
and
and he shows me
gentlemen.
an
That'd be a
X-ray
cool
of my
name
ankle.
for a kid.
Yeah, your ankle's just.
This is my
worn
son,
out.
ladies and gentlemen. Then when he gets out of hand, I get to go, ladies and gentlemen, please.
No, it's just shitty now. See that dark
But you
area?
got to be careful what you name
It's
your
all
kid. You have to be
hardened.
careful because what happens is
Yeah,
other
they
kids
get
in
like
school are
that.
going to make fun of them. They're
not
going to make
good
fun of their
anymore.
name. And you don't have to give them a weird name because they can do it with any name. Kids are geniuses at that.
So just goodbye.
Any name they
Nothing?
take
Is
it,
there
they go
nothing?
Louie,
You're just-
Screwy.
Nothing. There's
Joey,
no op. It's
Blowy,
like incurable shitty
Mike,
ankle.
your mother's a
That's it.
dyke, whatever. They find
Because
a way.
well, there's things you can do. You can stretch.
Any name. What's your name?
For a half hour a
Eric,
day, you
you
should stretch
fucking
your ankle.
asshole. See, just like that.
How long will that take to fix?
Lightning speed.
No,
this
you
kid
just
got.
do that now.
What's your name?
That's just
Joe,
a new
eat a
thing
bag
you
of shit,
do
cunt face. You see, just like that.
until
But
you
my
and your
daughter
shitty ankle
is really
both
something
die.
else, man. She runs the house. She runs the whole house. She decides everything. Like we were playing hide and seek the other day.
like,
we
dude,
play hide and
this
seek,
hurts
and we play
a
by
lot.
her rules.
And he goes, well,
That
you can
she
take
invented.
a leave. Just take a leave.
And do you know
can buy
why?
it,
Because
just take
she
it.
sucks at hide and
And
seek.
you can take
And so she
whatever
covers
amount,
it
doesn't
with
matter.
this
like
fucking
don't
roof
pay attention to the
to
dosage.
level the playing field.
Like really?
And I gotta fucking pretend it's all.
He's like,
that
yeah,
she's
you could
great.
take 10 a day, you'd be fine. He said take 10 a
No,
leave
it's bullshit.
a
Like
day.
we're playing.
I
Oh,
said,
fucking.
doesn't that stuff like hurt your
I know she's a
intestines?
kid, but
oh,
fucking
yeah, it'll
listen.
do some intestinal damage after a while. But you just gotta weigh that against
When it's
how
my
much
turn to
you
hide,
like your ankle
she tells
not
me
hurting.
where to hide. She tells me where. She goes, hide in the closet, Papa.
This is all
But you're
totally
gonna know
true,
where I
by the
hide
way.
in the
This is
closet.
exactly
All right,
what
fuck, I'll
happened.
hide in the closet.
And at
Good.
one point I was like, what if I was
I'm
like an
standing in the
athlete or
closet
something?
like an
You're
asshole.
not an athlete, so.
She comes in, I found you.
So
She's like
no
shitty
to
about it.
whatever
Like,
else you were
I
about to say.
found you. And I'm like, wow. How did you figure out where you told
Hard
me to
for old
fucking
people.
hide?
My grandmother's 95. She can't see out of her left eye. It just shut off. The last time we went to see her, she's like, I can't see out of my left eye.
And then when
We're all
she
like,
hides,
"Oh,
this is her
hey,
hiding.
What was
She goes
Christmas
over
like
to
in the
a wall
40s?
and does this.
Maybe run out
That's
the
it.
clock on the eye
There's
thing if we're
nothing
lucky.
here.
So I go to her doctor. He's
fuck
right at the
is
end of the
this?
hall. He's there always like,
Like
90
this
feet
is
away
some
from her.
ninja
So I go to the doctor and I
invisibility
say,
crouch.
She can't see out of her left eye at all. And I swear to God, he goes, well,
And
she's
I
probably
gotta
got a
act like
bunch
an
of
idiot. I
tumors
can't
in
just
her
walk in and go,
head.
yeah, you're there.
I swear to God.
Because she'll cry and shit her
That's
pants,
exactly
right?
what he said.
So I gotta walk around like
I
an
remember
asshole.
it because I was
Where
blown
is she?
away
I have no
by how
idea.
none of his education he
Where
applied
could she be?
to this
I'm making eye
particular
contact.
diagnosis.
I don't see her.
He said that she's probably
It's amazing to me.
Got a bunch of tumors.
The other day we're playing. This is how things have gotten in my house. Okay, here's a very good example of
He's
where
a
it's gone.
doctor and he
We're playing a
called
version
her
of hide and seek where my
head.
wife and I have to decide together where to look.
He almost
She
said
likes this.
fucking
Like,
head. I
Mama,
swear
you
to
tell
God,
Pop
that's-
where to look. Okay, fine.
Where he was
so
thinking
she's
probably a
over
bunch
there
of tumors in her
hiding like
fucking
this.
head.
Plain sight.
Oh,
And my wife and I,
cunt will be dead
my
in a
wife's
week.
like,
I ain't
why
gonna,
didn't you look
I
under the
ain't gonna
bed?
get up from my desk. Is her eye?
She's
What,
not
does she need
there.
2 eyes to see the shitty place you
Then
fucking
she
put
says,
her because you don't love her
"Why don't you
enough?
look in the linen closet." Okay, so I open the closet. She goes, "That's not the linen closet. We don't put that in there." All right, fucking Jesus. All right, I'll look
I
in.
ain't there yet. I'm halfway there.
So I look in that. Why would she be in that closet? That has shelves. She can't stand in a
so
shelf.
negative.
Well, maybe she's crawled in a shelf. Now we're
I'm a
having
bummer.
a
I
fight
don't know. I
about where to
shouldn't
look
be.
for
I'm a
this
very,
fucking kid who's standing
I'm a
right
lucky guy. I
there.
got a lot going for me. I'm healthy, I'm relatively young, I'm white, which thank God for that shit, boy. That is
Totally runs
huge
the house.
leg
We're-
up.
I remember
Are you kidding
Halloween last year.
I love being white.
A couple of days before Halloween, my wife comes up.
Seriously, if you're not white, you're missing out because this shit is thoroughly good.
No, we don't actually.
But let me be clear, by the way. I'm not saying that white people are better.
It's like
I'm
she's got
saying
a,
that
she's a
being
guy with a
white
gun in the
is
other room.
Clearly
That's
better.
what
Who
it's like.
could even argue?
I don't know how she
If
got
it
in
was
her
an
head, but
option, I
she's
would re-up every year. Oh yeah, I'll take white again. Absolutely. I've been enjoying that. I'm going to stick with
Well,
white.
tell her to
Thank
go
you.
fuck herself because I'm not doing it. I'm not
Here's how
afraid
great it
of
is to
her.
be white. I could get in a
She's
time machine
2. I'll
and go to
fucking
any
fight her. I
time,
could take her.
and it would be fucking awesome when I get there.
I could beat the shit out of thousands of 2-year-olds all day. Just walk around.
That is
They would never
exclusively a
even
white
gang
privilege.
up on me. They suck. I'm
Black
not
people
afraid of
can't
her.
fuck with time machines. A black guy
So
in a
my
time
wife
machine's like,
decided
hey,
that
anything
she
before
wanted to get
1980, no thank you, I don't want to go.
She decided it. And this is back in August. She told me
But I can go
you
to
need to be in
any
town next
time.
week.
The year 2? I don't even know what was happening then.
Because I'm getting, Mobby.
But I know when I get
like,
there,
not, do you
welcome,
want
we have
another
a table
kid?
right here for you,
Be in
sir.
town. That's how she handles it.
Thank you.
I don't want another.
It's lovely here in the year 2.
All right. Next week she starts blowing me. Right now she hasn't blown me
in the past. I don't want to go to the future
I don't know
and find
if
out what
I've ever
happens
been
to white
blown.
people.
That's how long it
because
is.
We're gonna pay hard for this
She's
shit.
blowing
You
me
gotta know
on the day
that.
she's ovulating. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm like,
just
yeah,
fall from
you
number
love it.
1
Like
to
I think
2.
she digs me.
They're
now.
gonna hold us down and fuck us in the ass forever. And we totally deserve it. But for now,
So she's having another baby any day now. She's due. And, true.
now, if you're white and you don't admit that it's great, you're an asshole. It is great. And I'm a man.
Yeah, no, it's great.
How many advantages could one person have? I'm a white man.
That's really the
You
attitude that
can't
keeps
even
the
hurt
family
my
together. It's not we
feelings.
love each other. Fuck it, man. Fuck it.
What can you really
Fuck it.
call a white man that really
Another
digs
kid.
the-
Fuck
hey,
it. Why
cracker?
not? Let them all in.
Ruin
Good.
my day. Boy.
Here's the thing. I never
Bringing
judge
me
other
back
parents.
to owning
Never
land
do.
and people.
I used to.
What a drag.
Never do. Like, when you see a mother in McDonald's or someplace or in a toy store and she's just melting down on her kid, she's like, shut up. I hate you. You're ugly. And people are sitting around going, oh my goodness, she's a horrible
I am
mother.
married though. That takes me down a few
Well, guess
pegs.
what? Those people aren't fucking parents. They don't have kids. Because any parents who are in that store are thinking, what did that
The other night, my
shitty
wife
kid
sent me to
do with
Walgreens
that poor
to get
woman?
toilet paper because we were out of toilet paper because I had thrown it all in the
That
garbage so I
poor
could get out of the
woman.
house.
I wish I could help. Because you don't know, man. You don't know. Or like when you see a parent that
So
seems to
driving
be
to Walgreens,
negligent.
it was
Like you
nighttime.
see a
I'm
parent in
driving,
McDonald's
and
with
then
the
I see
kid,
a
and the
deer.
parent's like, I can't do
And
this shit anymore. I
fucking
just
hate deer.
collapsed and all the
I hate 'em
shopping
'cause
bags
they're
are just
everywhere up
strewn
there.
everywhere.
I used to live in the city.
And the kid's
I loved
happy.
deer
The
then.
kid's eating
'cause
French
I was
fries.
this liberal.
And the kid asks a question like,
I'd see
Mama,
deer,
why
you know,
is
you're
the
driving
sky
with your
blue?
friends out to
She's
the
like,
country,
just shut up
and
and
you
eat
see
your
a deer,
French
and everybody's
fries.
like,
And you think, what a terrible mother. Why doesn't she answer her child? When I have a child, I will answer all of their questions and open their minds to the wonders of the world. Well, guess
But
what?
now
You
I
don't know what the
live,
fuck you're talking
deer
about.
are in my fucking
You
yard
can't
every
answer
day,
a kid's question.
and
They don't
suck.
accept
They're
any
just
answer.
rats
A
with
kid never goes,
hooves.
oh, thanks,
They
I get
don't
it. They fucking
matter.
never say that. They just keep coming, more questions.
They
why?
have ticks that give you Lyme
So you don't even know who
disease,
the fuck
and
you
they
are anymore at the end of the
shit
conversation.
And they make a
It's
noise. Did you know
insane
that? They go,
deconstruction.
they're
It's
assholes.
amazing. This is my dog the other day.
They're
Papa,
shit
why can't we go
animals.
outside? Well, because it's raining.
I go out every morning
Why?
and throw rocks at them, and I try really hard to hit
Well,
them
water's
on the
coming out of
head
the
with
sky.
rocks.
Why? Because it was in a cloud.
And they don't care. They're like, they don't care.
Clouds form when there's vapor.
I don't have have a gun, but if I did, I would shoot a baby deer in the
Why?
mouth and feel nothing. I wouldn't feel anything.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any more
I
things.
just go, oh look, he's dead. That's
Those are all the
interesting.
things I know.
I guess that's what happens when you shoot him in the fucking mouth.
Why?
I go out of my way to kill a deer. I would
'Cause I'm
happily
stupid,
blow 20
okay?
guys
I'm
in an alley with
stupid.
bleedy dicks so I could get A's and then
Why?
fuck a deer and kill it with my
Because I
A's.
didn't pay attention in school.
would do that
okay?
in a
I went to school,
second.
but I didn't listen in class.
I mean it.
Why? Because I was
mean
high
it.
all the time. I smoked too much pot. Why? Because my parents gave me no
So I
guidance.
see this
They didn't
deer,
give a
and this
shit.
is how dumb.
Why? Because they
these
fucked in a
I
car and
hit him with
had
the
me, and they
headlights,
resented
he
me for
goes,
taking
"Dude,
their
that whole
youth.
thing." And
Why?
then he
Because
won't
they had
just
bad
go. He's like,
morals. They just had no compass. Why? Because they had shitty parents. It
Go!
just keeps going
Go!
like that. Why? Because fuck it. We're alone in the universe. Nobody gives a shit about us.
just go!
I'm gonna stop here to be polite to
And
you
then I
for a
get,
second.
and I try kind
But
of get
this
away
goes
from him, and
on
then I
for
see him and he looks at me
hours,
and
and it gets
panics.
so weird.
I
and
swear he
abstract, and
ran
it's like, why?
and
Well, because
smashed
some
his
things
body
are
into
and
my
some
fucking
things
car.
are not.
Like just
Why? Well, because things that are
destroyed my
not
mirror,
can't
just shattered
be.
my mirror, broke his neck. I heard him break his own
Why?
fucking
Because
neck.
then nothing
And then he
wouldn't
just
be.
dragged
You
his
can't have
stupid
fucking
deer
nothing
back
isn't.
into the woods,
Everything
and
is.
he died.
Why? Because if nothing wasn't, there'd be fucking all kinds of shit that we don't like giant ants with top
I'm
hats
glad he's
dancing
dead.
around. There's
I
no
was
room
glad
for all
right
that
away.
shit. Why? I'll fuck you. Eat your french fries, you little
I
shit.
got out
God
of my
damn
car.
it.
I did, and I yelled into the woods. I'm glad
Thank you very much, everybody.
My kids and I were having breakfast the other day.
I hope your dear
and,
wife finds
we're
you
listening
dead
to
and
NPR.
dies
We
of a
always listen
broken
to
heart.
NPR because we're better than you.
Hope your dear
And,
baby starved to death. You broke my mirror, you
So we're listening to NPR
faggot, cunt,
breakfast every
nigger
morning.
deer.
And there's this one story where they kept using this phrase. They kept saying 9/11 deniers. They kept saying that. 9/11 deniers. And my daughter was like, what is that? And I said, well, it's a group of people that think September 11th was a conspiracy.
So I go to
she said,
Walgreens.
oh, I thought they were saying 9/11 deniers.
When you have kids, you also have to belong to
Yeah,
kids
she thought
and
they
parent
meant 9
culture. You have to
people
know a lot of parents and a lot
who
of other
just
kids.
ain't
You have to
buying
hang
this
out with other
11
kids.
bullshit.
Sometimes they're not even kids you know. Like when I go to parks with my kids, I play with them.
Stay,
I play with my
small
kids.
fringe group.
Some people don't do that.
Really?
They
There's
neglect
only
their
9
kids,
of them.
take their kids to the parks. They don't have to talk to them. And those
But they
kids
still
kinda
got on
glom onto
NPR.
our
They got on the
shit.
radio because
Like I'll be
They're
sitting in the park
dedicated.
playing a fun game with my kids, and then
They
there's this woman
protest
over
every
there at her
day.
bench, and she's got her phone. She's just
they're
staring
the
at her phone.
9/11
And she's like,
deniers.
Mommy, talk. Just leave me alone. I'm trying to cheat on
They're
your
outside
father.
of the White House.
Stop it.
It goes 10, 12,
And the
13.
kid comes up to us. Can I be in your family?
Know it.
It's creepy.
We
One
are the
time I was at a swimming pool
9/11
with my kids, a public
deniers.
pool, and I had my daughter, my 6-year-old, on my
We
arm like this. She's
know
like
that
clamped
11
on, and she's
is a
kicking. It was so much
bullshit
fun.
number
And then she got off, and another random
propagated on
child
the
just
people by
clamped on.
man.
It's like a rat. Get off of me.
Why do we have 11?
But I love you. I don't know.
When
you,
we
kid.
have
Stop it.
13 and 14 and 15, 16, 17, motherfucking 18
kid's
and
dead, I don't know.
19.
What
But
happened?
we do not have a one team. What
Some kids in my
happened to one
kids'
team?
class. I like some of those kids.
The government
Some of those kids
took
are cool. They come
one
over to my house. They
team
play with my.
and
I like them.
replaced it
Other
with
kids I
some
don't like.
bullshit called
Especially little
11.
boys. Little boys in my kids' class, I hate them. I
We are
hate
the
little boys.
9 that deny
I'm like the
that
opposite
shit.
of a pedophile. I just hate.
Mr. President, give us back
There's one kid in my
team.
daughter's class who I hate so much. And it's really fucked up because I'm 44.
I don't mean to offend
And I
any
hate
Chinese people
a
with the
6-year-old.
stereotypes.
I mean, I hate them. With
That's
the
right, I'm
grown-up,
Chinese,
preoccupying hate.
motherfuckers.
I've thought
I
about
lived
him
in
3 times since I came out here. That's how much I really hate this kid.
I'm Chinese and then a motherfucker. I'm a chopsticks and whatnot. Ah!
I'm gonna tell you about him, and I have to make up a name because he's a real child.
I'm sorry.
He lives in this city, so I have to
Here's the
make
thing.
up a name in order to tell the story about him.
Stereotypes are
His
harmful.
name is just Zan
That's
the Puss.
true,
Let's just call him
but
Zan.
the voices are funny.
Just Zan the Puss.
And
Fine.
I don't know how to
Okay.
reconcile those two facts.
He's in my daughter's class.
I enjoy
They're in
doing the
first
voice.
grade. And
But they're offensive, so I
when
do
we
them at
take our
home.
kids to class, there's a little procedure.
I used to do it for
You
my
bring your
kids
kid
when
to
they were
school,
little. They liked
and
them.
They
They
have
didn't
their
know it was a race
backpack
thing.
and their jacket, and they go
They
to
just
their cubby
enjoy,
and they
"Daddy,
take
do
it
the
all
friendly
off,
man.
and they
You
put it
want
in
me to
cubby,
be the
and
friendly
they take
man,
their,
little girl?"
The homework folder and their lunchbox and put them in the
We
bins.
love
It's
the
little-
friendly
those are their
man.
little
He loves little white
responsibilities. You
girls
help
too.
them
Let's
do it
have
so they'll
some
go
scrambled
along.
eggs.
But Jazan the puss, when he comes in, he doesn't do none of that shit.
And then they grew
He
up,
just
and I was
walks
like,
in
"Don't talk
and
about the
just
friendly man."
sheds it all. He just
Maybe don't talk to your teachers about them.
and his mom.
My
his
kids go
real
to
piece
public
of
school in New
shit
York
mom.
City, and they,
Picks it
yeah,
all
all right, send
I
your
hate
kids
his
there.
mother.
Teach them
Because you
that
hate
that's
a weak
what
parent
life is like.
when you're a parent. Because it's
The
like
teachers
you're
amaze
raising
me
Hitler,
because I don't know.
motherfucker. Do your
Here's
job.
the worst thing about this
Get in
country too
there.
is that there's no more noble profession than to be a public school teacher. It's easily
Please don't. You're not gonna like it.
Soap bars and
You're not going to
socks.
like where it's going. I don't recommend
Frag
clapping
that
at
bitch in her
anything.
sleep. She
You'll
would
regret it
rush
at the end of the
right
thing.
Fuck out. She wouldn't make it.
In a
When Jazan
democracy,
the puss
there's no
drops
more
his shit,
noble contribution you
this
can make
bitch
than to
picks it
teach
up.
in a public school.
She
And in
doesn't-
this
she just
country,
goes,
the people that do that, they're fucking losers. They're just rock bottom fucking losers.
And she puts it all away for him, which frees him
And
up
everybody
to
knows
punch
it,
the
but they
kids in the
keep
face.
doing it. New
'Cause he's
people
a
are teaching
shitty,
every day,
horrible,
knowing
violent
how
child.
shitty it is. They show up, they
One
tell
time
them
I was
ahead
at
of time,
school,
"Hi,
and
what
I
is
was
this job?"
volunteering in
And they say,
recess.
"Okay, here's what we
It's
need you
something
to
that you do.
We need you to
You know,
make
if you're a good parent,
children
about once a month
know
or whatever it is, you go to
math."
school and you just stand there, you watch recess, you masturbate, whatever you want to do.
Do they want to know math? No, they don't want to know it. You need to
That
make
is
them know
now the
it
worst
against
thing. That's
their
the worst
will.
thing. Now that's the worst thing I
While
ever
they're
said. Okay.
exploding
All right.
sexually
Okay, we'll
and
find
be-
it.
Who are these
I mean, you
children?
could. It's a public
Just
school.
whatever
Nobody would
kids
even give
live
a
near
shit.
the building.
But I haven't thus far. It hasn't gotten that bad. Anyway, I'm watching Recess, and Recess is a trip. If you've never been to
How
Recess,
much do I get paid? About $10 every 4 years.
It's intense because it's like the universe. Like, you know, if you watch the ocean crash,
What if I get really
waves
good
on the
at it?
beach
What
for
happens?
a long time, you
Nothing.
start
Nothing
feeling like
happens.
you're understanding how
Nobody
everything works.
notices, and you get
That's
fired
what
and you
Recess
die
is
alone.
like, because every natural chaotic energy is represented at
Okay,
Recess.
I'll try it for 25
There's
years.
kids swirling around in these big roiling, crazy.
My daughter's learning
things.
about Greek
There's one
mythology.
kid just spazzing out.
And she's asking me
Just
questions
some
about it. She's
singularity
like, "Daddy,
kid,
who's
just
Achilles' mother?" I said, "I don't fucking
binary
know. Don't ask
system
me
of
that
two
shit."
kids holding hands and they're running and just
I don't know who Achilles'
clotheslining
mother is.
every
Don't yell it
child
out
at
if
a
you know
certain
it,
height.
please.
They're keeping a uniform
Nobody cares
height
what
to
you
the
know.
Playground.
She had a question
So I'm
about
watching
Achilles, and it was an
Recess,
interesting question.
And I'll
and
tell
I
it to you.
see
But first,
Jazan
the story of Achilles, real quick. Achilles
he's walking
was
with
a
this
baby.
evil-
He was a Greek.
This kid is like evil,
baby,
stuck
and
out of time. He's like,
he didn't
I
stay
always
that way.
picture him in a
When he
gray
was
fur coat with bones
a Greek
in it
baby,
and lots of rings
his mother, who was a
from
goddess,
people that he killed, and just
took him into the
walking.
river Styx, which is at Hades, the land of the dead. And
then I
she
see my
dipped him in
daughter,
the water
and
of the
she's
river
standing
Styx
there
because there
by
was a
herself,
magical
and there's Jazan
quality
Lepus,
to
and I
that
know
water
he's going
that
for her. It
you,
was like
it
a-
would make you
like an
impervious
action
of
movie
any
thriller.
harm. You couldn't be hurt. Like a shield, right? So she dipped
And I
him in
think to
that
myself,
water
I gotta
to
go
protect
there,
him.
and I gotta protect her.
But she held him by the
But then I thought,
heel.
let
That's
him
the
do a little
important
something first.
detail. Held him
Let
by the
him do
heel,
just a little
which is
something,
an awkward
because
way
I
to
want
hold a
I want
baby.
this kid in my life.
By the
I
heel.
want it.
Try holding a baby
I
by
want
the
a reason.
heel and dipping it
I
in
want
a
aerial
river.
photos of him doing some shit to my family.
You will never see that baby
that
again.
I can bring to the UN and get authority to waterboard this little motherfucker. I
I
want to.
lose the baby in the water.
I want to get him on a flight to Venezuela.
tried
with an
to
envelope
wash
on
him
his
and he
head
fell in
duct
the
tape and all
river.
that shit.
Sorry, Mr. Achilles, I lose your baby. You told me to hold him by the heel.
Grabs her arm, starts
He
twisting it.
sleeps.
She goes, "Nah." I run over. I'm just knocking kids over. I
Achilles'
run, grab him.
mother is a
And I
Mexican
look at his
nanny.
little face and I go,
It's a lesser-known character in the Iliad. Anyway,
If you ever
his mother, she was able to hold on, of course,
her
because she was a
again. And as
goddess.
I'm doing this, I realize
She was a goddess
this is
of
not
grip
cool that I'm
or
doing
whatever.
this.
I don't know.
This
And
is
she
totally
held on,
inappropriate. inappropriate.
And then he was
It's
protected except on his heel.
really
His heel
wrong.
was not protected.
It's
and so that's
way
what we
over
call
the top.
your Achilles heel. Your one
It's too grown
vulnerable
up. I mean,
place.
it's like
Everybody's
he's a-
got their Achilles
drug
heel.
dealer in my building
Achilles
that I finally fucking-
Achilles heel
This
was
is now,
his
motherfucker,
heel.
I will cut you. I don't care.
Like literally.
And he just starts crying pitifully, and I
Anyway,
I just
so
walked
my
away
daughter,
from
here
him.
was
I
her
just
question.
got away.
She said, how come his mother didn't just dip him again? She could have just dipped him one more time.
And then
with
all
the other leg in
teachers,
there.
everybody that just gathers around.
Well, did she just like get
what's wrong with
you're
you?
like a sign
And
that
he's
says
like,
one dip per goddess? Did you ever color
And
an
he couldn't
Easter egg? It's not that
articulate it
complicated. You
because
dip
he's
it,
not getting
and then you hold it
educated.
differently
Fuck him.
and dip it again.
I was there going, yeah, you could have told on me, bitch.
Smart
but you're
kid.
too
I
stupid
was
now.
proud of it. But
Which
at the
is
same
your
time,
own
I thought,
fault.
who the fuck are you to judge this woman?
You future ditch digging piece of
It
shit.
bothered me. Because here's what the
I'm
story of
gonna love
Achilles
watching you
teaches
grow
me,
up into
is that
nothing,
if you're a
motherfucker.
parent, it's never
I'm
enough
gonna
what
watch
you do for
it,
these
and I'm gonna
motherfuckers.
fuck your mom and not call her.
It's
too.
just never
I'm gonna
enough.
ruin her
It's
summer.
still gonna be your fault.
I'm gonna fuck your mom twice
How
and
much
then
more
never
do you
call her.
want from a mother? She dipped her kid in magic
And I don't know
water
your dad because
and
he ran out on you,
protected
but I'm gonna find him.
99%
I'm
of his
gonna turn
body.
myself gay and then I'm gonna fuck
Is
him
any
too.
of it
I'm
up
gonna
to
fuck
him?
I'm gonna suck his dick so good that
He could have
has
just
to
wore a
change
big
his whole life.
shoe and be
And
careful.
I'm gonna move into a place with him in the village for a couple of months and totally
But he goes out in
he'll
sandals,
cut off ties
fucking
to all his
flip-flops.
life and start wearing cutoffs that are really tight and he'll
And a
just
sword and fights
then I'll
the
go to
whole
some
planet.
Christian
I'm
turn you not gay
Achilles because
place,
my mother
and I'll
dipped
come back and
me.
go, what's wrong with you, faggot, and make him feel bad inside.
Finally,
Like,
somebody
what
got to
has
the
he
heel
done?
and he's like, Mom! Thanks a lot, Mom!
Well, you gotta protect
my
your kids.
heel.
You gotta look after
She's
you
so
gotta protect your
stupid.
kids.
She ruined it. Fuck you, Achilles, you
You gotta
Greek
do
dick.
it, man. A lot of people talk the talk, but
My next guest is a comedian who started the HBO series Lucky Louie. His HBO comedy special Shameless comes out on DVD June 26th. Please welcome Louis C.K.
And use homophobia to be hate against another person just because some kid shoved your kid for a second. That's my baby girl. I gotta do it, son.
Now, Louis, we've known each other a long time. I haven't spoken to you in a couple of months. How are you?
Well, I'm all right. I'm fat. Yes, I'm a great big fat person.
No.
It's just been I'm growing
hate that
fatter.
child.
I
That's what I'm
here's
trying to say.
like I just weighed myself and I'm 240.
Curious about God. I'm curious
you know
about
how
his
doctors
life.
have
I'm
like a
curious about
formula
God's
for
existence. What's that
rule of
like to
thumb
be
how to
God?
figure what your
You know, we don't know
optimum
anything
weight is?
about him.
I'm pretty
I think
sure
one
it's
reason
not
people
your
don't believe
age
in him
plus
is we don't have a
200
sense
pounds.
of God. He doesn't say anything anymore. He
Could
just talks all the time.
possibly be. I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
Fat dude.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about something cheerful then. How was
Writing on
your
the rocks.
Father's Day? Father's Day must have been.
Well, yeah, I got to spend it with my kids. which,
Yeah.
you know,
Trying to
yeah,
figure it
who?
out. And for 2,000 years, nothing. Says nothing.
You're such a sentimental
Well, it's
sap.
not, you know, it's like,
Clear a lot
hey,
of
you're
shit
employee of
up
the
with a
month,
5-minute
mop
press
up.
conference.
You know, it's what I have to do. I have to be with my
If
kids.
God spoke for 5 minutes, he'd solve a lot of problems.
I'll shut up. None of you have
just
kids.
shove,
I can
"Hi,
see it
everybody.
by looking
Yeah,
at
Lord,
you.
it's okay."
Here's the thing. Parents never get to say that
quick.
it's hard. You don't get to say that.
Right.
First of all, Mormons
and it's the
just-
hardest thing in the
no.
world. Anything else that's hard to get to say. This sucks.
Right.
But when you're a parent, first of all, it's impossible.
What is that? Just
you
go
make
home.
Huge mistakes constantly. Like, oops,
Also,
irreversible
Jews with the
damage
little
there.
things.
Move on. You know, just huge mistakes.
Put a hat on or don't. Nobody gives a shit.
You
This
don't
is
get
weird.
to
I
sleep
hate
anymore.
these.
You don't
I
have
hate
sex
them.
anymore. You eat standing
send
up
everybody
and fast.
with one of those to hell every
the
day.
entire
I
nation
do. It's just
depends
my
on our
thing,
success
just so you
as
know.
parents.
Yeah.
And you
Do
don't
what
even
you
get
want,
to
but
say
that's where
it
you're
sucks.
going.
You have to say stuff like,
Now you know.
I couldn't even imagine my life without
Also,
my
I don't care
children.
who you fuck. I don't care. It never
I
mattered.
can totally
It was
imagine.
Adam and Eve and Steve.
Really,
They all
that's
fucking
actually
each other.
all I ever do.
I was jerking off.
Is imagine my
So it's
life.
not an issue for me.
And it's not a big
I don't
fantasy.
know
I'm not
why
in the
it
World
is for
Series
you.
of poker. I'm just sitting in a chair jerking off
fun
and
and
eating
use all the
chocolate. That's
holes.
really That's all.
Also, you're supposed to fuck the animals. That's why I made them.
Okay. Well,
Why
listen,
are
yes,
you
you
not
bring up a good
fucking
point.
animals?
Parenting is definitely very hard work.
Yeah, well,
I have 2 kids, and I know that it's very hard work.
Animals.
Well, like if you get sick, nobody cares. You can't call in sick
What are
to
the rest
having
of you?
kids.
You're eating them?
As a matter of fact,
That's
if you get sick,
disgusting.
your spouse hates you for being sick.
What is
Because
wrong
it's
with
just
you?
making their life harder. And I'm
How
the
could you
same
eat a
way. Like my
perfectly
wife,
fuckable
one time
pig?
she's like, I have diarrhea. I had diarrhea all night. I'm staying in bed. And I'm like, let me see it. I want to see the diarrhea. show me at least a cup of diarrhea if you want to stay in bed. There's just no way I'm taking it on faith and spending all day with the kids by myself. I'm just not. And she's the same way. Like I had a stomach flu. It was I was so sick, just deathly sick. And my stomach hurt.
There's a lot of things I wonder.
And she's like, no, get out of bed, let's go.
Legal,
You stayed up all night, it's your fault, let's go. And I have to amp up how sick I think I am to get there. I'm like, I'm really sick.
But we really need
I might have internal bleeding right now.
For one simple reason.
And so she says, well, go to the hospital if it's that bad.
Number one
and I
thing
did.
preventing
murder. Sorry.
You did.
I went to a hospital.
Just to
try
to
think it's because
like,
I would never do that. No, it's because it really sucks getting caught murdering. A lot.
And they admitted me.
If
because
murder was
at the
legal,
emergency room, they don't go like, get out of here, you pussy. They whatever you have, you can go in a hospital and say like, I just feel icky, I feel weird.
And they have to.
Put a bracelet on you and you fill out a thing,
right?
Whatever. And so this doctor, this wonderful doctor, she gave me morphine in my arm. She gave me a drip of morphine.
There would be so much murder.
Which was great. And then
regular people would murder.
And then she sent me home with
murderers would murder even more
suppositories.
And then really nice, sweet
is a
people
huge
would
dilemma
murder a few people.
To me, because I like
nobody
opium.
would
Who
murder
doesn't?
no people.
It's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
but
trust
I have a
somebody who
huge
didn't murder.
problem
If
with voluntarily
murder was
putting
legal,
things
you wouldn't
in my
like
own
them.
ass. I just can't
I
do
never
it.
killed
So
anybody. Okay, nice meeting you.
It's a battle of wills.
Yeah, and I'm in the bathroom with my pants,
even a
and
hooker,
I'm like
live a
sweating
life.
and
What's wrong
shaking,
with that
and
guy?
I'm got little tiny thing. I'm like
It's like a
talking to myself,
Mormon or
just do
some
it.
shit. I hate those
Just
guys.
come on. I don't want to do it. Finally, I cram it in there,
I think he's
and
nice. Shut up,
I
Janet.
think that was probably the greatest moment of my entire life.
Really?
Yes, because it's pure
If murder was
opiate
legal,
pleasure
there would be a lot of murder.
begins at your
Children would
anus.
behave very differently. Because mostly parents would be murdering their own kids. That's mostly what would happen if murder was legal.
Just this warmth that starts
you
at
go
the
to a
ground
mall,
zero that is your ass. And you just go, oh, God, that's good. More things in my ass, please.
You'd be stepping over kids. It'd be like a new problem.
So that's what it's like having kids.
You have to clean up your kids when you kill them because it's gross. It's bad for the environment.
Shameless comes out this
murder your
Tuesday,
child in a
and
public
Louis will be
place.
appearing
Please
at
use one of the
Crackers
red
Comedy Club
bags
in Indianapolis, June 22nd
that are
through
in
the
the
24th.
dispensers
Louis C.K.
every
Thank you.
3 feet of America.
We'll be right back. The Mooney Suzuki, stick around.
Put your murdered child in a red bag with a logo of a murdered kid on it. Next to the other logo that tells you not to let your life.
I had a good day. I got a call today. My phone rang and I answered it. I didn't recognize the number. I said hello, and the person said, "Please hold for the president." I was like, "What?" And then a voice comes on. It sounded like the president, and he's like, "Oh, it's President Obama." And I said,
right in a row.
"No, that's not you." And he goes, "Yes, it is." And I said, "No, there's no way the president would ever call me." So he goes, "All right, we'll just hang up and call the White House and ask for me, and you'll get through it. Maybe they'll convince you."
I just believe that.
So I said, "Okay," and I hung up. And I Googled the White House, and I got like the main number, and I called and said, "Hi, this guy was calling me. He said he was the president. My name's Louis." And she put me through. So all of a sudden, I'm talking to the president, and I said, well, "What can I do for you?" And he goes, "I don't know. What's up?"
That's about 60 people out of 2,400.
He said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in Phoenix." And he said, "I heard you're all fags there." I know. And I was like, first of all, Phoenix is not known for
They're not doing
that.
And
Second of all,
right, you know
who
why?
says
'Cause never
fags? Like,
identify
who
yourself.
says just
Never.
fags?
Are you crazy?
And
You're
then
a white
beyond
ass
that,
thing.
how dare you, Mr. President?
Okay, burn them all. Burn everybody over 45.
And he says, "So go tell everybody who's going to believe you, you fat douche." And he hung up.
How many people here by applause are 40 or younger? 40 or younger.
I was really surprised.
Every time. Every time. That is a weird thing.
That's what I would do if I was the president. I would just bother people. I would fly around the country, go to like Wisconsin, go to some guy's house at 3 in the morning, and just drink out of the milk carton. So tell everybody, just piss on the floor. Who's gonna believe you? Yeah, go tell everybody the president pissed on your floor at 3 in the morning. Go ahead. To me, that would be the whole point of being president.
Is a million times smarter than a 20-year-old
Is
with
getting to do
3
that.
PhDs.
Hey, this is interesting. The other day,
Especially smart
a guy
people.
told me to suck a bag of dicks.
Because this
That was
idiot has been
interesting.
thinking about
I never heard that
things for
before.
like 15 years.
Total stranger
He's
told me
worthless.
to suck a bag of dicks.
The garbage man is 55.
bag of
He's
them.
had some experience. Things have happened to him. He went to Cape Cod one summer.
He was
a dead
angry.
guy
He didn't
floating
just
in the
suck a
motel
bag of
pool.
dicks like a greeting. Oh, suck a bag of dicks to you too, sir. Thank you very much.
He took a bus to Montreal.
It's a lovely day for sucking several bags of dicks.
He got a hand job at a
No, what
fair.
happened was I cut him off in traffic. This was one of those things where I had to get
From a
in.
minor.
No one was in my car to judge me, and I just fucking, I just decided he's not me, so I don't care what happens to him, and I just cut him off. It's just a shitty thing to do.
Not a minor, a minor.
And it was bad because he was coming fast because he didn't imagine in a million years
a
him to be
minor.
that big of an asshole. And so when I did
grown
it,
man who
he had
works
to
in a
slam on
mine.
his brakes, and his dog went in the windshield. It was really
Dirty hands
very
jacked
bad.
him off at a county fair. That's what I'm saying happened.
And the worst part is when you
To the
cut people off, they
55-year-old.
don't vanish.
See?
They're
He's had
behind
some
you now.
experience.
So looking back, and he's like,
More.
"Fuck us!" He's so
More has happened to him.
mad.
He's seen more.
And he
He's
keeps
seen
trying to get
history.
next to me because he just wants to
Witness
see my
history.
fucking face. He's
Even
just
if
dying.
it's
He's like,
not
I gotta
ancient
see this
history.
cocksucker
He
now.
saw
I gotta see the
Nixon
fucking
resign
face
on live
of the piece of
television.
shit that just did that
Me
to
and
me.
those
And I
few
keep cutting him
people
off because I don't
we
want him to
saw
see. I'm ashamed of what I did.
President of America.
No,
Cry
you don't.
And then quit being the president. That shit.
Finally, we
was
get to a red light, and
crazy.
I gotta face him. Only because there's a car
none
in
of
front
us
of me.
knew
Otherwise,
what was
I
going to
would've
happen
blown right
next.
through there.
Today, people
But there
like,
he
the
is,
president's
just
kind of disappointing.
Revise!
Our president
Furious.
wept
I'm
like
like,
an
I know, it was
insane
awful. I shouldn't have
person,
done it.
and then got in a
not mad, I
helicopter
was
and
wrong.
flew
I was-
away.
And he's like, well, fuck you! And then he starts going like this because he wants me to roll my window down like I'm supposed to take part in my own
And
abuse
the whole nation
during his
just
argument.
watched him go.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't want to miss this. What do you have to say about me, yes? How rude of me to shut out your anger with my... So I did, I rolled it down, I'm interested. And he goes, hey, asshole! And I'm like, yeah?